what I'm on here for about is Queen Sheba.
Play that louder now, because we don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. You are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
All right, the fellas. It's time for I Said What I Said Saturdays. Right here on Queen Sheba. All right, the fellas. Let's go. Damn.
That's what y'all get. Y'all thought we was about to do llama, red pajama, and all of that, but not today. Why are so many of y'all here early? I got a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion that this is about to be messy. This is about to be messy. I don't know why I think that. I'm like, it sure is a lot of people waiting, 200 and something people, and we're still going through like the ads and I dropped the link. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Saturday. I Said What I Said. If you are new here, man, let me tell you something. I can't tell you that I know what's going on. I'm not going to promise you that. I have no control, none, absolutely none over this show, because this show is for you. This is a dedicated show that we do for viewers on Saturday, right? It's supposed to be a morning show, but I had somewhere to be today, and I am there. And because I am here, I promised you all that I was going to let you do your thing today. Don't make me beg. The link is there. And Trey, I don't care. I'm still going to threaten everybody. I am. I'm going to threaten everybody. Yeah, I threaten people. I be threatening people on here, telling them I'm going to get rid of the show because I kind of feel like y'all be playing in my face. And I said what I said. Like, we've been doing this a while. Y'all should already be clicking the link, lining up, ready to go. But some of y'all scary. And I said what I said. Yeah, Trey, I'm over here telling them, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to take it off the rotation. If this is what we're going to go through every freaking Saturday, I'm going to take it off the rotation. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of getting on here every freaking Saturday and explaining to y'all. And then y'all come in, what's going on? You know what the hell is going on. It's Saturday. I said what I said. Listen, this is a show where you, the viewers, get to call in. You get to call in and fire off and say whatever the hell you want to say. Why are y'all not clicking the link right now? Scary asses. Click the link. That's where you confess, confront, give your opinion, even though nobody asks. Don't nobody care because this is your time. So don't nobody have to ask you because Queen Sheba said you could, okay? And say whatever's on your mind. No rules, no filters, unless it's something that's going to get us in trouble. Then I'm going to come in and interrupt you. But typically we don't have that problem around here. It's just the pure, uncut truth. Click the freaking link. Don't nobody know you're here unless you tell them, go listen to me curse you out. Don't nobody know you here. It doesn't have to be about anything that's on this thumbnail. It could be about your mama, your daddy, your husband, your wife, your baby, your living, your roommate, your kids, your dog, the HOA, your job. Don't nobody care. Just click the link. Click the link. Say what you need to say and be on your way for this beautiful Saturday. Now, we do have 2 rules. We got 2 rules because I'm going to tell you, I see it happen Saturday after Saturday after Saturday. The first thing is you cannot take it personal. I've seen people come up here and fire off, right? And some of you are at home. You're enjoying yourself. You're pouring your first mimosa, your first cocktail of the day, and you hear your name come through the freaking screen, and you be like, I know you're a motherfucking lie. Who is it? You can't take it personal. That's the first rule on Saturday. I said what I said. You might hear your name. You can't take it personal. It doesn't matter what they say. You cannot take it personal. That's the first rule. The second rule is when you are done, you have to say, I said what I said. Once you say I said what I said, that's it. It's a wrap. That means you stood on business. You stood on business. You dropped a mic. That's a mic drop. That's it. That's all. Okay. Oh, listen. And should you come on here and get the popping off, and maybe you cooking and you going off, and you did say a name, and they don't want to hear it. Well, they can pay $9.99 to put that white man on you. And I'm not talking about the feds or the FBI. I'm talking about this white man. If you are talking and this white man pops up on the screen in the middle of you talking, girl, boy, somebody done paid $9.99 or higher. To shut you the hell up. That's it. That's all. Okay. Now look, I'm gonna say this to y'all. Yeah, Trey, I'm gonna say it. You told me quit talking shit to us on Saturday. Well, I am. Stop asking me for the white man. You know where he is. He's in your wallet. Where the white man at? You tell me. Don't be asking me where the white man at. The white man costs around here. You want to see the white man? Then you do something about it. Sugar Mama, was it Sugar Mama the other day? Put the white man on one of our guests. In the middle of his speech, y'all. Oh, I was embarrassed. But listen, the rules are the rules. Welcome, Patricia, to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hi, Queen. I'm standing on disliking Shawnee O'Neal. It's just something about her from the time she dissed Tammy Roman to the time she thought how Evelyn treated OG was funny. I don't I don't know if VH1 canceled her or if she did it on her own. But however, I'm so glad that show is gone and it's over with, and I really hope it don't come back. I said what I said.
I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Period. She said what the hell she had to say. And as a matter of fact, you know what, Patricia? I'm glad you came up here. You done jogged my damn memory. I think I got something to say. And when I say what I got to say, don't be clicking a link. Don't be copying off of me. Don't be trying to ride off of my coattail, because y'all had plenty of time to click the fucking link and get up here. When I say what I got to say in this moment, don't come up here and trying to follow behind me, because y'all could be creative thinkers like yourself and speak your mind the way you want to speak your mind. Now, I'm going to say what I want to say. Right, Somali? When I get ready to say what I'm about to say, don't be like, oh, me too. You know what? I want to get on that too. Don't get on. You're not invited. Let me take the next caller. See? You know, hold on. Oh, the next caller. Listen. Welcome, Trey, to Saturday. I said what I said. What are you standing on?
You can go and say what you got to say, Queen. I can wait.
Now you go right ahead.
Since you done called me out, I ain't asked for the white man. I just want to say, first off, and foremost, my condolences to the Damon Wilson family. We appreciate all of the work that he did on Sanford and Son. But to take it from there, I also want to say to my booger sugar snorting ass cousin, please keep yourself and your buckethead ass kids away from my house. I do not like you. I have not liked you for over a decade. And you hoes are not welcome. I said what I said.
Oh my God.
Oh, you better put a sign upside the door. I said, don't disturb this groove. I don't want to. You and your kids are. Listen, okay. He said what he said. He said, girl, I have not liked you for a decade. Welcome, Uni Boo, to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you got?
Hey, can you hear me?
Barely.
Hello?
Just spit. You need to pause whatever's in the background and go.
Okay. So mine is simple. I just want to, let all those coons and raccoons and bootlickers and coconuts and slave booty lickers and Stop using the Lord name in vain. The Lord is not God of confusion. Leave him out of this. Please and thank you. That's all. I said what I said.
All right. She said what she said. She said what she said. That's it. I guess I'll go now. And like I said, once I said what I said, because I like to test y'all. I like to test who really about that life. You know what I'm saying? I like to test people to see who gonna stand on their own too, who can sit with me, who gonna follow up, who really a badass boss bitch, but ain't nobody that came up. Whatever. Like I said. Now I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Here I go. Stormy Still. That really didn't do what you thought it was gonna do, because that really wasn't a flex. That was not a flex at all. Bringing Martell Holtz on a platform to spite his ex-wife didn't do what you thought it should have or would have or could have done. I don't really understand. And let's be very clear. People can do whatever the hell they want to do. But from a business perspective, that was probably one of the dumbest moves any businesswoman in her right mind could have made. Martell Holt couldn't sell a free bag of ice if you asked him to. Martell Holt can't even fucking sell his wine. Martell Holt couldn't even sell his book about the kids. To sit Martell Holt on your platform and give him free press is absolutely diabolical. That didn't hurt anybody but you. It was unfair to Lala, who's a very respected woman in the community. It was an insult to your business. And girl, when I saw it, because I was on YouTube, I had a little time. I said, well, let me see what everybody doing. I finally got some free time. Let me check out some of the other YouTubers, because I like to sit back, relax. And I'm scrolling minding my black ass business through YouTube, trying to catch up and give somebody some likes and engagement. And I see Lady Rowe is live, and I see Martell, but I didn't realize what was going on, because I swear I mind my business. I really do. And a lot of you mind my business, but that's okay. That's not what we're talking about today. So anywho, I said, well, let me click. And Martell's talking with Lala. Y'all, I'm so slow. I didn't realize it was a TikTok. And I thought to myself, I clicked on it. They're talking about peony smell. And I kept saying, well, why is Lala talking to Martell about scents and smells? And I said, child, this is a boring conversation. And I clicked off. And then it hit me. Well, maybe this is from this is old. Why is Lady Rowe? Why is Lady Rowe? And I was like, nah, Lady Rowe is, wait a minute. Why is Lala? And something said, go to TikTok. And I took my behind to TikTok, and lo and behold, child, Martell Holt is on Stormy Still's live. And listen, I'm not a fan of Stormy. But as a business person, I screamed, no, Stormy, no, right? Because anybody that does business with Martell knows, listen, that's a huge risk. So it didn't do what you thought it was going to do. And then I heard a part right before I clicked off, because I didn't want to stay on too long. I didn't want anybody to think I was there to damage their brand. I was like, oh my God, about to click off. And I think I heard him say something about collaboration and that he's happy about the collaboration. So I hit up Melody Cherie, because I'm like, did he just say collaboration? So I gotta know, because I don't like being in people's business. But let me say something, Stormy. I said, this girl must really hate Melody. This girl must really hate Melody. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I'm traveling. This is a mandatory. Hold on. All right. So let the lady make her announcement. I'm traveling.
Proceed directly to your muster station at this time. For all remaining guests, everybody.
Ma'am, hurry up.
So welcome on board and get ready for a great.
So I'm like, Stormy must really hate Melody to even play with her business like this. To even play with her business like this, because it ain't gonna do what you think it is. They're divorced, they're done. And then I also don't believe in messing with people's families. But whatever, right? This is just me all in my head. And I was like, oh my God, that is like the dumbest thing that any woman or man could do. So I hit up Melody Cherie because I heard the word collaboration. And I was like, surely the father of her children isn't collaborating against her competitor. Because anytime anybody has a skincare line, oil, we're all competitors, right? And I was like, hey, I didn't know Martell had a collaboration with Stormy Steele and promoting whatever on TikTok this weekend. Melody was like, huh? She said, what? Martell's out of the country. At that point, I was like, fuck. I don't want to say. She said, whoa, I'm confused. What you mean? I said, no, Martell is live right now. She said he can't be. Martell told me he wasn't going to get his kids this weekend because he'll be out of the country in Jamaica. I said, that's when I was like, oh, fuck. Ooh. So I was like, well, I think it's alive. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Shit. But I think I see him on TikTok. And Melody said, I don't think so. But I appreciate the information. But Martell is out of the country. And I thought, oh my God, I think this is his weekend to have his kids. And this man then lied and say he ain't getting them kids this weekend because he out of the country and his black ass was right there in Alabama. Hold on. In Alabama on TikTok. Hold on. Everybody mute up on TikTok. And I politely got off the phone and minded my business and thought, girl, you may have just blew up something. But I said what the fuck I said. Stormy, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you? That ain't even a flex. You don't even play with your money like that. And I said what I said. Period. Point blank.
Wow.
All right, let me go to the next caller. Brown Sugar. Welcome to Saturday morning. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hey Queen, hey Mods, hey Chat. I just heard about the Stormy situation. She's always on the wrong side of history anyway. But anyway, I came up to speak on washed up Oompa Loompa has been cokehead Nicki Minaj. This girl is working my nerves. I never thought I'd be taking up a Don Lemon, but this is ridiculous. And anybody I feel that is Black or LGBTQ community that supports this dope fiend idiot after she has hooked up with leather skin, orange, nappy wig wearing ass Trump is a fool. And I said what the hell I said.
And she said what the hell she said. That's it. That's all. Listen, give me a second. Let me plug in my laptop. Trey, what you think about what I said? Martell, the same man that missed the custody court, right? But I'm not shocked because didn't he not show up to the custody court? Martell don't even want his kids, y'all. Martell.
That man is a bum. A bum. And Stormy still, you too old and too married to be over here acting like a bird. Why do you have this man a part of your shit? That's just so stupid. Like, if you got a problem with Melody, take it out on Melody. Why are you bringing in her ex? This all of them are bums. I don't get it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Tell your friends and your family that we on here. We live. Is I said what I said Saturday. Call in, say what you got to say. Y'all need to go and click the link before she move forward, because you know she's gonna move forward now.
Okay. And I'll be coming in all late. 10, 15 minutes behind time. But I want to talk about TikTok. That is crazy to me. If you can still hear me. Can you hear me? Trey?
Yes, I can hear you, Queen.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm getting
Take your
everything
time.
together, y'all. But yeah, that's crazy to me. You like, I'm a good father. I'm a good father. Child, I was like, ooh. And that's crazy. You know what I do like though? I ain't even trying to be funny.
Mhm.
Melody, and I wouldn't Melody don't even be tracking that man like that.
Right.
Melody, hi. Can I ask you something? Well, maybe I should. How you still take that man for his word when you know he's a liar and a cheater and a scam? How can anybody really trust a Martell Hope? The fact that she thought he was actually out of the country.
Right.
And
what makes it so bad is a few months ago I was damn near windmilling for him, asking all the ladies, all the palace, what is it gonna take for y'all to let that man breathe? But clearly he ain't got shit in his brain. That is a bomb. He don't care about them kids, not one bit. That's really sad.
That's
You over here
crazy.
lying to get on a podcast? Like, what are we doing?
Just fucking go to the podcast.
How much did she pay you? How much did Stormy pay you for that?
Ain't no telling.
What the check look like?
Well, you know what? It was enough for him to lead them kids. That's crazy.
That man said, "I'm all the way out the country." What did we talk about?
The crazy Trey, Stormy with her family. Why you over there, Martell, trying to be funny?
Right. You couldn't bring the kids with you over there to the podcast?
Set it up right so that you know it's going to be a good return on your investment. I always tell people when your intent is wrong, you're not going to get the profit you think you are. Period. You're not going to get out of that what you were supposed to get out of that. I don't even know what Stormy did on that live. I got out of there because like I said, I don't want anybody to think that I'm over there to compromise, or I don't know the word I'm looking for, to mess up anything they got going on. But I was confused and I didn't know it was a TikTok, and I saw Lady Rose live and I thought, why is Lala Anthony talking to Marta? And even Lala was looking like, and I thought, of all the men, I mean, shit, isn't Stormy friends with YouTubers? You couldn't put somebody else in front of Lala? Martell was, look, you a millionaire. Martell Hope was the best child. Let me go. And I said what I said.
And why would you want that energy rubbing off on you and your married ass or Lala? I wouldn't even want that
aspect.
I wouldn't even want that around me. Like, what are we talking about?
That was like, I'm like the business at notoriety. No, it doesn't. Notoriety draws people in. That don't mean I'm gonna open my wallet. It doesn't sell. Notoriety does not sell. It draws people in for a quick second. Were you able to translate, or what it is called, transition of viewers into buyers? See, it's one thing when people come in from mess, but can we take them and what do y'all call them? Convert them from viewers to buyers. And I ain't hating on nobody, but I'm shocked that she would play with her business like that. I'm just shocked.
Especially when your business is catered to Black women. And you know how a majority of Black women feel about Martell. How would you equate that to sales? That doesn't even make sense.
Ain't no telling.
It's a piss poor business decision and a piss poor personal decision.
Child, I was like, Lord have mercy. But look, let's talk about Supacent. Well, here comes somebody. Let's wait.
I'll mute up.
Welcome, Miss Y, to Saturday. I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hey, Queen Sheba. I said that God is not going to bless no mess because I don't follow Canvas Beauty, but I do follow Lala. And you know how the TikTok algorithm works. Once somebody's live, it's gonna pop up and you can choose, whether or not you're gonna tune into the live. So I saw the man and I was like, what is Lala doing talking to this man? So I clicked and it was straight foolishness. But I was proud of the people in Lala's chat who were reading him down for pure filth. There were people in there that were like, we don't want to hear relationship advice from this man. Get this man off the stage. Somebody mute his mic. Like, people were going in the chat. People were asking Canvas, like, what are you doing? Why is he here? We don't want to hear him talk. We want to hear about the product, not from this man. So people were in the chat standing on business, like, get him out of here. So I was proud of those people. And I said what I said.
I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
Period. That's Miss Y. And she said the audience was like, I heard about you. Let me read it again. She said as soon as the audience saw him, they was on this type
I heard
of time.
about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
Listen, and that's what I'm saying. Like, me too, Miss Y. Y'all, Miss Y just cooked because me too. I didn't know what was. I saw it on YouTube. So I think Lady Rowe may have been showcasing it live, and I didn't know that it was a TikTok. I did not. I just saw Martell talking to Lala, and I say, that is an odd pairing. And why? Lala is such a woman of class. How does she find herself in front of a Martell Holt? And I heard him say something about, I can't even remember, to be honest with you. He did say something about, that's how you get a man, but that's not how you keep him. And I thought, oh my God, Lala must not know who he is. Because if so, she would have gotten up and had to go take a potty break or get a cup of water, anything to excuse herself from that so that it doesn't, mess with her brand or cause a confusion with her audience. That wasn't fair to Lala to do that to Lala. I kind of feel like people work really hard for their brands and their reputations. And in my opinion, if I'm gonna put a controversial personality who shits on women, who really don't have a lot of respect for women, who's a red pill personality, who believes in the red pill rhetoric, I would probably give Lala a heads up in business so that she can choose to opt in or out. Now, I don't know if they have that conversation because I kind of feel like maybe not, because maybe Lala would have prepped her audience. She came, she probably was hired to do a job and was doing a job, but everybody don't want to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't even see Lala Anthony on a regular basis dealing with any type of personality similar to the likes of a Martell Holt. So I just didn't understand what was going on. And then when I realized that it was in conjunction with Stormy Steele's TikTok, and I know that from a business perspective and a product perspective,
Hello, Queen.
that's just, I wouldn't even put him in front. I wouldn't even pay the fee to have somebody like Lala. I would have chose somebody else. I mean, of all of these different personalities that Stormy, hell, Stormy friends with Anthony Locke. Why you didn't put Anthony on? You really chose Martell? Listen, and I said what the fuck I said. Come on. That's it. That's all. Y'all couldn't hear me?
Yeah, you had went out for a second. I can hear you
Okay.
now, but I'm not sure if they can
That's
hear you.
it. I'm gonna move on. I didn't understand that move. I didn't understand that. You got too many men to choose from.
Right.
That are familiar with how the social media stuff works. Did you even ask your people? Did you talk to anybody? Child, everybody would have told you, you probably don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Go ahead, Trey, help me out while they're announcing.
Right. It's just I'm just weirded out by it all. Like, first of all, is anybody still watching Love and Marriage Huntsville to be promoting Martell Holt? Like, it's just weird. I don't get it. That was a bad move, business wise. Like, who is going to want to purchase your products knowing that you are aligning yourself with the filth that is Martell Ho. It doesn't make sense.
Listen, I'm for real. I ain't trying to be look, I know. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm fair when I'm fair. Period.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna cloud my judgment. I'm fair when I'm fair. Why would you do that? Like, you got all these people in front of you that even if you didn't want to put them on, you could say, "Is this a good idea?" I always tell people, what's the point of having a village that you don't listen to?
Right. Like, you can't even. That's not a hard room to read. That Martell might not be the best person to have on your show. Like, that's an easy guess. Like, I don't understand what it is about either him that is drawing you to bring him in, or what is it that you still are having a issue with Melody about, to where you would bring him in after all of this time.
Welcome,
that's why she did
Samantha.
it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you good. Welcome, Samantha. Saturday, I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hi, Queen. Hi, Palace. Hopefully my audio is working today. I've been away for a while, but listen, I saw some videos of the Stormy Steele and Martell Lala collaboration, and I think that there's a bigger picture here. Maybe it's just me, but I think this is a setup to have him and that girl on her show, the Bell Collective, that they're premiering. And I said what I said.
You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear her, Queen?
What is going on? Okay, Trey, you heard what I said, right?
Yes, I heard what you said. I think Queen she might not be able to hear on her end.
Okay.
But you were saying that, so I think that she said keep going. So I think that what you're saying, it may be, so she's going to have her own show, the Bell Collective. And what's it, in Birmingham? Does he stay in Birmingham?
Yeah, it's in Birmingham. But from my memory, I don't think that Stormy lives in Birmingham. She lives in Huntsville. So, but the show is going to be in Birmingham. So I feel like this is a setup for them to have her on that show, because apparently or allegedly she's friends with Stormy. So why would she not have her on that show? And for months they have been trying to do some cleanup behind the scene, or if you pay attention, or I don't know if people pay attention, but I saw some stuff where they've been trying to do some cleanup of her image. So I think that they are doing that to bring her on that show, because they can't really put her on Huntsville because that show is in the drain. So why not bring her on Bell Collective to bring the ratings up for that? Because nobody's really talking about watching Bell Collective Birmingham.
Sign it, seal it, deliver it.
And I said what I said.
I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
All right, y'all. Remember, it's Saturday. I said what I said. We got to keep the fire going. It ain't a panel. Look, you got to come in here, Samantha. You look, what you pausing for, Samantha? You know what time it is.
I had already said I said what I said, but your audio went out.
All right.
All right. I'm gone now.
All right. That was Samantha. She said what the hell she said. Period. Y'all remember that when y'all come up. Y'all sign it. Say it with a little y'all be like, I said what I said. Say that shit. Period. Y'all got it. But listen, this lady keeps talking in the back. Look, I keep getting announcements, y'all. Hold on. But let me say this. I don't think this is I'm gonna move on. I don't think it's a Martell and a Stormy been friends thing, and he gets to come on. I think Melody said a while back that when she met Stormy and Courtney, they didn't know Martell, and Courtney only knew his brother. So, and I don't know if this is Stormy's show, and I don't even want to get too deep into that, but I think this is a Bell Collective spinoff. That's it. Because I guess if we want to get petty, if this is Stormy's show, then Love and Marriage Huntsville was Melody's show. I said what I said. It ain't like this is. Look, let me move on. Hold on. You said this is business, not personal. Stormy is making strides in the beauty industry. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, these people are killing me left and right with these announcements and everything. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push through. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get into the next topic. You say it's business. I want to talk about that for a quick second. But why would you mess up your business like that? If we go with the business rhetoric, and if we go with the notion of business, just think about it as a whether you're a woman or a man. How does bringing Martell Holt help sell products, beauty products to women? Can somebody explain that? And listen, I'm open. I may not understand that part. Maybe my judgment is clouded. Somebody make it make sense to me. Trey, what you think? Because be honest, because sometimes I'm not always right, and sometimes I don't know. But from a business perspective, how does Trey, in your opinion, you could have any man, right? If you like, you know what? Let me just bring some men on. How does Martell Holt transfer sales to a predominantly female audience?
I mean, he does not. He doesn't. And I was speaking about that earlier, as far as like we already know who Martell is, and it doesn't make sense to bring him on to better your sales or draw in other women for the sales, unless he's drawing in some birds that just don't care and want to be a part of his harem. Other than that, the majority of women have already voiced their opinion on him. So it doesn't make sense for her to bring him on her show to build her brand. It's all for, she don't like Melody.
I'm agreeing with you, because I'm thinking like business. I understand business is business. We talk about that every Wednesday.
Right. She definitely.
Go ahead, Trey.
It's definitely something other than I want to build my brand. She was wanting to be messy, and that's why I'm kind of leaning towards what the other young lady said. Maybe she's trying to bring Martell and that other girl to the Birmingham Bells, or whatever show they just gave her. Maybe she's trying to bring her on, but even that would be stupid, because people just don't care for Martell, and they're definitely not gonna like coleslaw. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because, okay, Lady Ro, I get it. And thank you for that fact, because we like facts, right? She said Martell is the introduction of a man's line, but Martell doesn't even have a YouTube fan base like that, where people will plug and play. You get what I'm saying? Go with you. I mean, there's other men that have fan bases, right, wrong, or indifferent, that are present quite often. When you think about visibility, you got to think about visibility, fan bases, whether you like them or not. Who's actively involved on social media? Who can really get people? Martell cannot get his own people to buy his wine. That's all I'm saying.
If I was digging from the bottom of the Love and Marriage Huntsville barrel, I would pick Marceau before I pick Martell.
I would.
At least he's a married man, Exactly.
I mean, I would use Courtney.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would have used my husband. If you're not going, but I damn sure wouldn't have used Martell. If I'm picking from social media, it wouldn't have been him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a very unwise decision. I don't know what she was thinking with that one.
That's it. I'm gonna leave it alone, child. It ain't my business. But I just thought, for me as a woman, when I saw him, hell no, I wouldn't support him. But welcome, Deborah. Saturday, I said what I said. What you standing on?
Hello, everyone. I just came up to say I just got here, so I just came up to say I saw one of the clips of Martell and Lala, and he just looked very awkward, uncomfortable, clearly out of his league. I don't know why he was, why he's being promoted or, being able to come on there and promote her brand, but whatever. If it works for her, it works for him. Okay. I really don't give a damn about neither one of them. So, the only thing I would like to say is I personally would really like for people to stop mentioning Mel and Stormy in the same breath. I think they both have successful businesses. They're doing their own thing. So, kudos to both of them, I guess. But I love Melody's products. I did try Stormy's, and, just separate the two. They don't work together anymore, and they're not in competition. So that's it. They don't belong together in the same sentence as far as I'm concerned. I said what I said. Have a great day.
I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Period. And I think that's a good point about what you said about Mel and Stormy. I don't think neither one of them need the likes of a Martell Holt to promote anything, but for some reason Stormy thought she did, and whatever. But this reminds me of when Melody and Stormy, you got to come up with, like, I don't know. I don't want to tell people what to do with their shit, but it kind of reminds me of when when Melody did that Sugar Mama. I don't know if it was shampoo or hair care. It was something with Sugar Mama on it. It was shampoo. I remember the little bubbles now. And then Stormy, you kind of use like a rage bait to announce Chess's. Is her son named Chess? Chess's line. You don't have to use rage bait. It doesn't have to be so controversial. You'll actually draw in more buyers with the neutral promo. That's all I'm saying. I'm done. I'm not giving any more tips today. I don't get paid to do that. You ready, Trey?
Yeah, let's go. Because that's a fool. I don't.
Yeah. Let's move on. We moving on. So listen, who we talking about? Supercent first. Y'all see this man on the screen? This man's name. This is the guy. He's married to Supercent. If you know Supercent is the crayon case lady. She is the one during COVID that made $1 million in 1 minute from a makeup line called the Crayon Case. Okay, y'all know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. You talking about now the man? You talking about the man in the middle on your thumbnail? Because that's what
right
we
here.
See.
Him. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Hold on. I got one more caller. Tosa, I'm gonna pick you up real quick. Welcome, Tosa. Saturday, I said what I said. What you standing on?
Okay, can I say what I said and then get into the topic? Okay, so I said what I said. Listen here, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Going into this new week, don't bother me. Don't jump in my lane because I'm gonna hit you like an 18-wheeler going 100 damn miles down the highway. Okay, so this week I need everybody to just leave me alone and let me go up. What I wanted to say about Martell Holt is I could see why he was there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I do. And you know what? It scares me because I feel like he would be using the products. I said what the fuck I said. Let's go.
We do not care.
Hold on, I got.
We do not care.
And I said what I said. Tulsa. All right, hold on.
Let's go. Queen. I'm over here cackling. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go. Here we go. We talking Supercent. Supercent is from Louisiana. Okay. She's been very public and open about her relationships, and she scored access to being a millionaire during COVID in 1 minute, y'all. When she advertised That's what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying when we're talking about business. Became a millionaire. I'm not going to say overnight, but became a millionaire in a span of 60 seconds, right? But she's dated a lot of men publicly. This isn't me judging. Publicly, she's been very open with dating and showcasing the different men that she's dated. And unfortunately for her, it's kind of like a bad track record, right? She just had a really bad picker. Her picker is so bad. So bad. Finally, she meets this guy. I think he's a barber. Now, this picture is given messed up. He looked crazy. And I always look at people when they get with somebody and they look worse. And my first thing was, who's sucking the life out of who? Is he sucking the life out of you? Or are you a man eater? Are you the man eater? Because some women are man eaters, you know? And you swear that all these guys are doing them wrong, but you find out, shit, she might be sucking the life out of them. Super. Now, I don't make no excuses for domestic violence, because she starts dating this guy, handsome guy, on a perfect day. And she recently got married, y'all. Less than 3 months after getting married, her husband was arrested for her husband has been arrested for domestic violence on children and strangulation. So he beat her up, strangled her, and jumped on her son. Watch this. Jumped on her son. And then she, when the news went public, she put, pray over your kids. People are jealous of the way you love and care for your kids. People are jealous of you as well. Pray over your kids. So it sounds like him and her son, who's a teenager, may have had a little bit of beef in the house, and the tensions just got to a point where things exploded, right? But Supercent, people are really covering this story because they're saying, hey, wait a minute, she ain't innocent, because she's talked a lot of crap. I'm not saying that. About a lot of other women in other situations. And now that her shit is out and her ish has hit the fan, she's telling people to keep her name out their mouth. What are y'all's thoughts?
I am a little perplexed. I don't know. I'm conflicted on this because, of course, I hate for her to have to go through this situation. But the streets have been talking, and the people have said that this man was already violently domesticating the girlfriend before he met Supercent. And Supercent knew this before she married him. So I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Okay, let me tell y'all this. So apparently, according to Supercent, when she
I think you went out, Queen. If you can hear me, your audio went out.
All right, guys, if you are just now tuning in, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Our host just went on a brief hold, but if you guys can go ahead and hit that like button for us, let somebody know that we are live. We're actually discussing Supercent. Her husband was arrested on multiple charges, including domestic abuse and child endangerment. So we're just waiting for the host to come on back. All right, if you are here with us, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you can hear the sound of our voice, please put a 7 in the chat. If you're still with us, please put a 7 in the chat and let us know how you feel about Supercent, and the situation,
Well, have you heard the story? Are you familiar with the story?
You know what? I heard a little bit about it, but the DV was the only thing I needed to hear. And I think a lot of us, Trey, need to really take into consideration that there are people in those situations. So while people is coming out here saying nasty things about it, I think it can be a lot on the mental. But yes, but my opinion, Supercent needs a lot of therapy. I think she got an overnight success. She went straight to stardom, and she just didn't know what to do with it. She did the best that she could with the resources and all that, but I feel like sometimes, with more money comes more problems. I believe in that. And I think that, in this relationship, she bit off more than she could chew. I think she wanted it more than he did. I think that she thought that the finances, well, if I have this or if I have that or if I show up like this, then he'll be okay. Everything will be good. But I think that there was some type of power struggle with her being the breadwinner and him being, an alleged, street guy. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's interesting because I feel like when it comes to women and dating down, a lot of times things like this can arise when the man is not feeling equipped enough to handle things, and his money starts getting dry. All of a sudden, it becomes violent or aggressive, and just out of order. I will say to the point that Queen, I think she was asking how we felt about her coming against other women or telling them that they need to mind their business. I also agree with you in that, she's going through a lot right now. So it's a
defense mechanism.
Right. It's a reaction that is, we understand that that's probably going to be her first thing to go to, is to tell everybody to mind their business, which is also kind of weird because we already know her business. The fact that she threw her child out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she threw her child out in defense of that man that just, threw her across the room. It's a lot going on.
Let me do a mic check real quick. Mic check 1, 2, 3.
We can hear
Yes, you're clear, Queen.
Okay, perfect. Okay, my computer, sorry about that. It died. So we're back up and running. I thought it was plugged in, but I didn't push it. But listen, yes, y'all covered it. Thank you both so much. What's the 7s for?
That was to let us know that they could hear us and that
Okay,
they were present and they got the message that you had just stepped away and we were just holding you up.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Trey and Tosa. I appreciate it. But yeah, so she the crazy part is, y'all, I don't wish this on no woman. And I was about to. I'm glad I never jump on a story when it first come out, because initially when I was going to cover this story, I was going to dedicate like a 8 to 10 minute segment to her. And I was going to say, I don't wish this on no woman. She just got married. Super. Let me say this to you. Let me just talk real. First of all, when the story came out, what came to my brain is how many women you done talked about they mans. There's another woman in New Orleans. You talked about her like a dog. She black. She married to a white man. You talked about her like a dog. I watched the back and forth. Okay. But when I first saw that what he had done, I was shocked because I said, this has to be embarrassing for her. This is a newlywed. This is crazy. So a part of her as a woman is going to want to salvage this. She has to make this work. There's a lot of pressure. They say he took his shit, y'all, after he abused her, beat her up, attempted to strangle her. He had a U-Haul and moved his shit out. And that's when I said, first of all, ain't no freaking way that he get to do that to you and your son and then pull up a U-Haul afterwards and still has access. And that's when I say, you ain't who you say you are. And I'm not blaming her, but you are a businesswoman. You should have called the police on him. He don't get to hit you and your kids, and you let him walk out of your house, in and out of your door, moving his shit out. That's setting the wrong example to your son. And if your son chooses to engage with somebody's daughter, I guarantee you he's going to be a beater because he didn't see you do nothing about it. So then somebody's daddy is going to have to protect their daughter and put your son in his place. I'm telling you, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. They said that your son had begun to hate you, not like you. See, when boys start resenting their mothers, they often beat up on their wives and their girlfriends and women that they're in partnership with. Even, you get what I'm saying? Because they didn't get a chance to act out on mama. So you are setting your son up for failure if I really want to talk to you. Now, here's what you need to do. And I'm trying to look for some video. Number one, I don't give a damn if you take him back or not. You just can't be married to him. You gotta divorce him on GP. You gotta divorce him on GP. You are a whole millionaire. You're selling beauty products to women. And when we encompass beauty, we think about what beauty is. Shit has to start from the inside out. You cannot have a beauty brand and allow people to do nasty things to you and still think that women are going to show up and support you. No. Beauty. So you got to divorce him, even if y'all choose to date and start all over and remarry. You got to stand on business for your children. You got a little girl in that house. You got to stand on business for yourself. What are y'all's thoughts?
You know, the crazy thing about it is what makes it even worse. From what I read and from what I've heard, we wouldn't even know about this if it wasn't for her son going to school and lamenting about it to one of his classmates. Then the classmate told their daddy and the other daddy, and it went from that way. That's how the police and all that. That's how everybody found out when they went to the blogs. I think the other daddy went to the blogs and told the people. So we wouldn't even know about this if it wasn't for her son watching her and experiencing all of this. That's the crazy part to me. That's the craziest part to me, is that we wouldn't know anything about this, and she would probably still be over there getting thrown around the room.
Well, and I saw somebody make a comment to my and Super, this and this happened, but you need to teach your son what goes on in your house stays in your house. And I said, no, you didn't. First of all, to try to teach children to suppress trauma, that's trifling to me. You're a trifling broad. If you expect kids to watch you get thrown around and beat, and then you tell them that it's wrong to tell anybody, it's wrong to call for help. Do you not know the psychological and mental damage you do to them? Do you not know the corruption that you do to their spirit? I said, man, y'all some crazy. Y'all are crazy when you adopt what goes on in my house stays in my house, even when it's against the law, and even when I'm being hurt or you're being hurt. Shh, don't tell nobody. I don't have respect for that.
Queen, I totally agree. The trauma starts when the child sees the action, they see the violence, and then they see the, don't try to help, because you're gonna get beat down, or if the police comes, then mom is, oh, well, he didn't do nothing, and she's changing the story, and you're there trying to help, and then now you're okay, now I'm confused. So did he hit her? Did he not? Is this what I mean, you're teaching me how to be in my relationships. And when you don't correct it, then yes, you are breeding damn pit bulls, because they are going to attack when they feel necessary at any given time. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the fact of, you ain't my daddy. You can't tell me nothing. Let's get into it. And then you got the man's self-esteem is down. He's not really a match for her. He's a fixer upper, and he's more of a problem than he is an asset in her life. And I feel like he's going to definitely.
I don't think she's a match, but go ahead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She has some things that she has to fix with her. I think that she's going out and trying to get these surgeries and things like that, and she's fixing the outer appearance, and I think it's more inner. I'll yield the floor.
Okay, let me play this with y'all. So now here I found some stuff, and then but see, here's my thing. Like we're talking about this, Tulsa and Trey. She's telling her son, "Don't be telling nobody nothing, ma'am." So he's supposed to sit in his room and turn off the TV while you're being strangled? Like, I don't understand that ghetto mentality. And you don't have to live in a ghetto to have a ghetto mentality. Don't be telling nobody. That's hood. That's just trifling. But when your son was acting up, you took to the internet to talk about how your son wanted to buck up at your husband, how your son was being disrespectful to you, and how you bought him everything and gave him the biggest house in the room and gave him this and this and that. But when that Negro acts up, everybody got to protect him. You exposed and exploited your son and did everything to protect the man. And listen, Tulsa, he wouldn't be my daddy neither. Because if my mama ran around with a bunch of men and I've seen her do things over and over, like men coming in and out of the house, none of them would be my daddy. And that would be my attitude.
Well, you know,
I agree.
children can pick up on the vibes of a good man. Yeah. Kids, they can pick up on that. And, you know, if that's why I believe, you know, there should be a process. Don't just be introducing anybody to your kids. I mean, for heaven's sakes, as far as the brand, you know, Rihanna had to get rid of Drea because she made some nefarious comments about a situation. And I think that, yeah, when you're talking about beauty and abuse don't go in the same sentence. Go ahead.
All right, let me read these super real quick and we're going. Oh, actually, let me go to the next caller. Lazy Vision, what you got? Welcome to Saturday. I said what I said. The Lazy Vision. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Lazy Vision. Up. All right, Brittany Janae, thank you for the 5-piece and the pepper. Brittany's talking about Martell Ho. She said that ninja trying to sell products he can't even pronounce. Ooh, that one hurt. Ouch, that hurts. D Valentine, thank you for the 5-piece and the pepper. Deborah says, where is her son's father? Yeah, he's around. And if he's around, why did he come and handle things and take his kids? So she has 2 children by 2 separate men. Her son is like 16 or 17. Can I be honest with you? These men don't be wanting to deal with these kids the way you think they do. They talk a big game. They talk a real big game. Let me try Lazy
And at that
Vision.
age, the children, they'll challenge you at that age. So you have to understand that as well. You know, they're going through, I mean, first of all, you just popped the mom's life. Y'all are married. You trying to pick up, you know, in the middle of my life, like me and her had a relationship. Me and her had to understand that we had our bond, and then you come in and now you're trying to interrupt. You know, if, you know, you're putting your hands on her, if you're doing things like this, yeah, it's going to trigger the boy out because the boy wants to protect his mom. You get what I'm saying? If there's no male figure in the house, if there's a male in the house, then they are the man of the house.
Right. And especially when he's come from a life of affluence from his mother and his mother only. So he that's her husband until she finds somebody else. And I agree with you, Tulsa. He's not just gonna let anybody. He might not let anybody in there, you know. But it just depends on the person.
Right.
Yeah, his dad is around, but the question is, God's grace, how come he didn't come get him from a volatile situation? And I'm gonna say what I say. A lot of these people, in particular, you saw what Martell Ho. He took his black ass up there to TikTok and lied to his family and said he would be out of the country. Listen, not a lot, not all, but there's a lot of men that don't want that dedicated time. They enjoy the time that they get on the weekend. They enjoy the time. Like, that's why Martell didn't show up to court. What is it? Custody court. And I'm not going to get stuck on him, but I'm using him as an example. They just don't want that responsibility. Some of them. LaDawn, welcome. Saturday, I said what I said. What you said at all.
Hey, Queen. Hey, I'm Piano. I would like to say that Supercent got a lot of nerve. I've heard her on her live talk about how she will pop off and she's hit first. She has attacked first. This is not the first AB relationship on both sides that she's been in. And it speaks volume when a woman allows a man to treat her kid away and kick the kid out and keep the man that's pounding you and tried to pound your son. It speaks volumes. And I'm tired of people using excuses about childhood trauma and stuff like that, because coming from where I came from, my mother's deceased. I'm the only child. She died of AIDS. She was on drugs. My grandmother raised me. I have been in jail and did things in my life. And I'm going to tell you like this. Once you become an adult, it is your responsibility and yours only to get in. It's your responsibility and your responsibility only to get yourself help. It's not okay to sit in the childhood trauma and make the world your punching bag. At a point, you have to be accountable as an adult, knowing where we came from to get the help and not sit around and use excuses. She needs to stick with herself, not get into any relationships, and work on what she needs to, and show up for her kids, because she, like you said, she's creating a young man that's going to show up in the world, being women and causing havoc in the world because of what she is allowing. And I said what I said. She brings a lot of her own stuff on herself.
All right. Thank you, LaDawn.
Can
Lazy
I take a
Vision.
look at that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me go to Lazy Vision and see if they can get in. Lazy Vision, welcome.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. We're going to mute up so you can go.
Okay, perfect. I'm sorry. I wanted to come on here real quick and talk on the behalf of like her child Trey. Growing up with my parents, my mom and dad, I used to see them like duke it out, like fist to fist. I've seen some crazy shit growing up. So I feel like it's very irresponsible for his mother to be saying the stuff that she says online about him and not hold herself accountable to what she's putting her kid through. Because I will say, from my perspective, me right now, like at my age, the age that I am, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with my parents because I just wish that they were different and they handle situations differently. I wish I didn't feel like I had to step in as a kid to correct their incorrections when they were adults and they could have handled those differently or outside of their kids. That's all I have to say about that.
All right. There we go. All right. Thank you, Lazy Vision. And she said what she said. Listen, I'm gonna run through let's run through some stuff with Supercent. I can't find everything I want, but let me just let you get a feel for Supercent.
I hate that you guys always think so left when it comes to certain things. I only show you what I want to show you. Leah has no problem voicing when something is wrong. She's done it many of times. She's not afraid of nobody. She don't feel like nobody gonna hurt her when she's. Anytime Leah is somewhere by somebody's house, she's going to overly FaceTime me because she misses me. She has separation anxiety.
Okay, so what she's talking about is she has a little girl that's about 4 or 5. Okay. She has her little girl sharing a room with a boy that's not her biological brother. Listen to this. She has 2 children. One is about 17 or 18. His name is Trey. And she has a little girl named Leah. Trey has his own room and doesn't have to share one. Leah has to share a room with the little boy from a different household. The little boy is her husband's son. Ma'am, you all the way left. You all the way off your fucking rocker. Do you hear me? How does a boy get his own room, but a girl has to share a room with the boy? First of all, it ain't about a child being able to talk and tell. Most kids that are molested can talk and tell, and you don't kids do molest kids. Siblings do molest each other. Why the fuck would you put your little girl in a room with a little boy, another boy that's not her brother, right? That has it doesn't matter if he's her bone. He ain't her damn brother. And I'm not saying he would or not do anything to her, but we just saw the case of the cruise ship where the girl had to share a room with her
And
boneless
her
brother. Thank you. And he strangled her to death and she was found naked and he attempted to sexually assault her and had a secret crush on her. Bitch, you all the way out of order. And I said what I said. What y'all got on this?
Listen here, I'm with you on that. There is no reason. It's disgusting. And with the behaviors that are going on in the house, it makes it even more dangerous. When you talk about, what goes on in this house stays in this house. I think it's a violation of the little girl's protection, but by her being a mother and not getting those issues resolved, like the caller has said, it is our responsibility. She went out and paid all this money for the outer appearance and she didn't get it on the inside. And I think that she's definitely traumatizing these children. That boy, with him visioning that and seeing what's going on, he's going to have to go through some extensive therapy to know that it is not okay for you to place hands on somebody, whether if you agree with them or not. Whether if they do something that you don't like, you don't get the right to go over there and slap that woman because she didn't give you the keys to her car. And I think that this is going to be a long ride.
Yeah. Let me read this comment. Somebody said the real question is how many rooms does a millionaire's house have? I don't think it's important, to be honest, because I just gave you the facts. The facts is the boy has her oldest son has his own room. If anything, if we gonna risk it with the boys being in the same room. Why would you even risk? Risk. They say, I don't even want to find out. I don't give a damn if my child could call me on an iPad or a pad. I don't even want to ever have to receive the call. And you know how you do? You eliminate the risk. You know how you eliminate the risk? You make sure. Flip it, girl. You are a pick me to your damn core. The fact that you will put your daughter in a room with boys and give the boy his own room. Y'all, does that make any psychological sense to you?
No. And I grew up where girls didn't sleep in a room with boys, even relatives, point blank period. Girls did not sleep in a room with boys. The two boys should have shared the room. I don't care how old that the gap is between them. The boys should have shared a room and the girl should have had her own room, or the girl should have been in a room with her mama. But no way, inappropriate. And that is pick me behavior, in my opinion. Don't care, just want to please the man. Make it look like, you care more for his child than your own, making his comfortability.
That's crazy to me. That little girl's a little girl.
You're not about to mess up what I got going on.
Go ahead.
You're not about to mess up what I got going on. You better get your ass in there and lay in that room.
I hate that you guys always think so left when it comes to certain things.
Business. And it seems like somebody made a comment about why would you put your daughter in a room with boys that she don't even know. They come over there once or twice a month and you're really making her share a room, and this grown boy gets his own room. So all of the men in the house get what they want, even having access. Razor gets what he wants, her husband. He has access to you and your money. And not only that, before you married the man, you bought him land, which is why I say divorce him quickly. Why would you buy him land and your daughter got to share a room? Y'all, you see what I be talking about? You bought him land, but your daughter got to share a room with his boys. And his boys are like 10 and 11, right? Am I correct? Between ages 10 to 12. Okay, so
we know they're under 18. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. That's a great answer. So a viewer said, but you may think she would tell you if somebody touched her, but that may not be it. It could be deeper. She was distraught. She was scared. You could tell something is, oh. So apparently they're saying her daughter looked very distraught and scared on a live around those boys. Oh, they said she was distraught. She was scared. You could tell something is going on when you are not around. And also maybe as big of a house, you don't have to put her in a room with boys, brothers or not, whether you think they're her bonus brothers or not. For real, as they get older, they need their own space. Oh, y'all. So let's hear her response to that.
I only show you what I want to show you. Leah has no problem voicing when something is wrong. She's done it many of times. She's not afraid of nobody. She don't feel like nobody gonna hurt her when she's.
Why are you talking about her like she a grown woman? She not afraid of nobody. That's a little girl.
Anytime Leah is somewhere by somebody's house, she's going to overly FaceTime me because she misses me. She has separation anxiety. She could be by Kelly. She could be by Ray. She could be by my mom. She could be by her dad.
That means something's wrong. Girl.
Yes, the separation and anxiety. Why does she have that?
Yeah, that's something wrong, girl. That means things may happen when you're not around. And I'm not taking it all the way to molestation or sexual assault, but maybe people aren't as loving and tender and warm. Not to be equated to abuse, but if your daughter has separation anxiety when you leave, ma'am, that's a red flag. Somebody said my mom had. Yes. Somebody in the comments said my mom had 11 biological brothers in the same house with the same parents, and she had her own room. They make the boys team up, but they did not put the girl. Here she go.
She's going to FaceTime me. Her sharing a room with her brothers, that's temporary. Her brothers is not here 24/7. Her brothers is not here.
That's equally by a lot. That's another reason to not put her in there, because you don't know the behaviors that they come with. Put their ass on the couch.
Every day. We put them in a room together for when they come over. If y'all realize, Noah and Dallas only was coming over here 2 times a week. So her sharing a room with them, it's not like they be together every day, all day.
You sound crazy. I can't even listen to her no more. And if your husband was any kind of man, he would automatically say, you know what? No, my boy's good. My boys can sleep on the couch. My boys don't need to be in a fluffy pink room with a little girl.
Make a pallet.
Is she slow? Like, point blank, period. It don't matter what crazy things that we may think happen. The fact of the matter is, girls should always have their own personal space. We should not be putting boys and girls together in no rooms, not for no sleepovers, not for no 2 days a week, whatever the bullshit she's talking about. It shouldn't be happening at all. I don't understand why she don't get that point.
But Trey, let's think about it. Back in the day when we would go to grandma's house, all the cousins are over there. The girls are in one room. The boys, even if you had to be in the living room, you better stretch out on that couch. If it ain't no room, you better make you a pallet. But ain't none of that. You know?
Now y'all come together to play, but when it's time to sleep, no.
We couldn't even play in a room by ourselves too long. They be like, what y'all doing back there? Get out here.
Go outside. How about that?
Yeah.
But I think that she's very careless, and it makes me think, did she have any trauma in her life? Because it seems like she's careless, and I think that, when the children grow up and they be like, I tried to tell you. Well, how did you try to tell me? Well, with the separation and anxiety and things like that. And, you would still force me off because you wanted to keep a man in the house. Go ahead. Queen, I don't know if you're on mute or not.
I was muted. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play this part. So before she married this man, they had a domestic violence situation on the side of the freeway, y'all. Let me play it. She talks about it. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to play another video right behind that.
I'm going to go ahead on and drop this tea before somebody drop it for me. I am no longer in a relationship. I am no longer engaged. I will not be friends with my ex. This was not a mutual agreement. I will not ask for privacy at this time because I know what come with this. I had a public relationship, so I have no problem with y'all speaking publicly about it. I will not be dating no time soon. Don't ask me. Don't even be expecting. You will not catch me with nobody. You will not catch nobody with me. So yeah, I dropped that tea before somebody could drop it for me. There you go. Have a great day.
So she dropped this tea because they were on the side of the freeway fighting in the vehicle. Now, she follows up a few days later with this.
I'm like, okay, bet I can't wait till I get home. When I get home, bitch, it's over for you. That's how I felt in that moment. When Ray coming back to my post of me, I ain't still, oh, Ray fucked up and he this. No, I said, let me put this tea out. I'm no longer engaged. I'm single with this and all that. We're not gonna be friends because we're not. Whatever. And then you double back with the calling me a bully.
He called her a bully. He said, basically, I beat her up because she a bully and I dodged a bullet. So they were kind of going back and forth on social media. But then she comes to this. And this before that, y'all.
I play on words? Yes. I should have dodged him. Was Ray punching on me? No. I did play on words. So maybe I over exaggerate a little bit. But did you drag me? Did we fight? Yes. Yes. I mean, let's be real. We did. I'm like, okay, bet I can't wait till I get home.
Girl. And she went ahead and she married him. And that's fine. Whatever. Let's see what she say here.
Y'all, I just checked my PayPal account. And my daughter has spent over $4,000 on Roblox. And I was wondering why she was on there calling herself a millionaire.
That means you don't monitor your kids, so you would know if somebody was doing something to your kids. How's a 4-year-old? spending $4,000 without your knowledge. But okay.
I definitely hope this is not true. But given what Super has said in the past out her own mouth about how her and Razor used to fight each other, I kind of might could believe this is a thing. So the people is saying apparently last Thursday, I believe the message said Razor supposedly beat up Super like really bad and then took all his stuff out the house. Supposedly whenever stuff like this happens in their household or what happens in their household, Super's son Trey goes to school and kind of, I don't want to say tells, but probably vents to his friends. And then, people can't hold water. So they go back home and tell their people, and then people come to the internet with it. I hate for any woman to be in any kind of abusive relationship. Like I said, Super has admitted in the past that they would fight each other. Like they would put hands on each other. Sometimes she would initiate it.
Wow.
Sometimes he would initiate it. And I do remember after that situation where there was a fight in like the car on the highway or something, and they got back together. They said they weren't going to put hands on each other no more. But according to the post I seen, that is not the case. My dad has always said when y'all start putting hands on each other, it is time for y'all to like stop messing with each other, to let each other go. And after the first time, y'all probably shouldn't have got married. Y'all probably should have just cut y'all losses there, because that, I feel like that's something that's in you. That's something that can't be like, that's something you can't stop doing. Because when you get mad enough, you're going to do it again and again and again and again. And it's just going to be a cycle that never stops. Like I said, we don't know if this is true, but if it is, like, babe, go ahead and get that divorce. Go ahead and end it. Don't talk to each other. Y'all ain't got no kids. Y'all can divide the assets that y'all got together after the marriage or after the relationship. Cause this ain't it. It's not a good example. Were there kids in the house?
Yes.
I hope, girl. Yeah, if this is true, because I'm not saying it is true. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying.
So he dropped this tea because he heard it. But come to find out it's true because the arrest record and also the mugshot was released. Now, y'all, let me back up. I forgot to tell y'all, she freaking bought this man a pizza parlor. So your dog can't even get her own room, but he gets a pizza parlor who has bad reviews. They say the pizza crusty and burnt, dry.
You didn't even invest in your kids and your 18-year-old.
And he got land. So he's a winner. He didn't have to do anything. She hunted him. She got in his DMs. You see what I'm saying? Super's a man eater, and I'm not even trying. You pay for men. You are a pick me. Because let me tell you something. And I say that no man should be able to beat you up in your house, attempt to strangle you, and then bring a fucking U-Haul and start moving his stuff out. You are for real pick me. And then you tell your kids, be quiet. She ain't gonna get a divorce. She ain't built like that. What y'all got? And then we're gonna move on to Shacarri Richards.
The more I hear from this story and these TikToks or these little shorts that she's doing, the more I'm starting to believe that she is literally the aggressor in these situations. By no means should a man be putting his hands on a woman, but it sounds like this nigga is going through some self-defense situations, and that's why she let his ass get his shit with that U-Haul. I'll let the others speak.
Well, I'm just going to say he saw a sucker and he licked it. She was a good lick. Like I said, she did her outer appearance and her inner side is just all messed up. For her to, make the decisions that she's making and giving excuses for her daughter, speaking for her daughter, then in the same statement saying, oh, well, she got attachment issues. No, that's abandonment issues. That little girl feels abandoned and she wants her mother's time, and you are simply putting her last. And it's women like you that raise up abusers, and y'all be the ones that be running down to the courthouse. Oh, my child is innocent. Got to pay bail bonds. Got to put money on the phone. And you got to put commissary on there because he's going to blame you for the rest of his life because you did it to him and you didn't get him the help that he needed. And you told him what goes on in this house stays in this house. So you just you done built up a monster, and now you got to deal with it. I said what I said.
Somebody asked how long were they married? Maybe 5 months, 4 to 5 months. They ain't been married 6 months. It ain't been long. And then here's the thing. Somebody's doing commentary on him real quick, and then we're moving.
Oh, what was said? Huh? I was lying for clout. I was making stuff up. It never ever gave that over here. And even in the video, I said, I know this is true. I said, if this is true. And this ain't even for my girls on here on TikTok. This for these girls on Instagram who had so much to say. Even on here, a couple of super friends had jumped in the comments. But yeah, I lie. No, I just was talking about what I heard, which lo and behold, Razor is in jail for what? Domestic abuse, battery, child endangerment. And what did I say? I had heard that he had whooped on Super in front of Trey. Trey went back to the school and talked about it. The children he talked about it to told the parents, and that's how it got to the internet.
Thank God for parents that report shit and be like, it ain't my business. Thank you. Because you out here saving lives, because she was being strangled in that house. And had it not been for her son going to school and saying something, and shout out to the kids that talk.
Like, girl, and I ain't in no way happy about this being true. My whole thing was, like I said, Super herself has said that Ray put hands on her. She said it herself that they be fighting. So I don't understand why y'all have found it so far stressed. Like, it just couldn't be true that he had what, be for real. Like, she said it herself. And as I said in my video, girl, I hope Super leaves and don't go back. Because when y'all start putting hands on each other, like my daddy has always told me my whole life, it's time for y'all to leave each other alone. And I really want to go in. I really want to, girl, say some choice words. But that's not I don't want to do that on the internet. That's not cute to me. But girl, y'all, especially y'all Instagram girls, y'all was trying this so bad in the comments just for it to be true. Oh.
So they were saying, I'm being messy now. Shoot. Now, look, I should have been covering this. I've been knowing a lot about this couple, but I just don't cover it because I don't think y'all want it. So they've been saying, like, y'all, they ain't been married 6 months. She got so frustrated. Like, whatever's going on with him, first of all, they say he gay. I don't know if that's true or not, but the streets is talking. They say his anger and he whoop on women because he really like men's. That's what they say. All the people in New Orleans, right? Like, he gay. Allegedly. I don't know if he is or not, right? And now they're talking about this new wave of these women that are having to date these bisexual men. That's a whole other story. So she
They're called
recently
lavender
came out.
relationships, Queen.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say it how I say it over here.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Are you good? Because they don't know what lavender mean. They basically are saying that some of these women are willingly engaging in with these men that they know like other men. Let me play him and see if it's given that. Let me see. Well, that's just a picture. Let me see.
Y'all could write me without telling me about something you see. You could send me uplifting stuff without mentioning negativity. Like, why do y'all report stuff to me? It's like y'all want to see me respond and flash out. Like, please stop doing that to me. I see the same thing y'all see. Y'all don't got to keep telling me.
Girl, bye, because you be on here telling all your damn business. All your business. She tells all her business, and now, like this.
If I lose everything I work for, why would that be funny to you? If my marriage was failing, why would that be comical? Why would that be tea for you? If my kids didn't like me, why would that be a ha-ha moment? Yo, in the past 4 months, bitch, this city has drained me. Bitch, when I say drain me, like, my name is...
Y'all just asked how long they've been married. I say 4 or 5 months. Did you just hear what she said? These past 4 months have been draining. Girl, not if you got a super dope, loving, warm husband that you're supposed to be in a honeymoon phase. Nothing else matters. Am I right, y'all?
Yep. And
Absolutely. You're supposed to be in your honeymoon phase. If you just got married and it's 4 months, like, you're supposed to take that, 1 year just enjoying each other, like you're in bliss,
But she said the last 4 months have been horrible. Excuse me, you've been married the last 4 months. You see the connection?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Listen, drained. Yeah, did he drain your bank account? You need to check your accounts, honey. While you're talking about draining, you've already bought him property. He's already, like you said, his foundation was set. He knew what he wanted when you stepped to him. It's like, okay, well, you want a man, well, I want this. Go ahead.
You remember she was with that other man and she started having seizures out of nowhere? Y'all remember that?
Yes,
I
yes.
remember. Yep, Queen.
And that's yes, and that psychic did the reading on her and said somebody around you is poisoning you. Somebody around you got a policy on you. Somebody around you, and as soon as she left that man, she ain't had no seizures. They couldn't figure out what was going on with her. And a psychic came on Instagram and said, I did a reading on her. And she got so mad at that lady. The lady said, there's two people in your group working against you and they're poisoning you. But go ahead.
But that's real. When you think about where she's at in the city that she's in, I ain't trying to scare nobody, but voodoo and roots is real. Go ahead.
Hold on. Tia P says she wasn't speaking on her marriage. She said this city. Let me tell you something. As a married woman, it has to be your marriage. Yes. When a woman who is a newlywed since the last 4 months has been draining, can't be draining. Let me tell you something. Marriage will trump all if it's loving and if it's healthy. None of that other shit matters. Nothing will be able to crack you like that in a honeymoon phase, and hell, even later on outside of a honeymoon phase. But what I'm trying to say, Tia, is if everything was on the up and up with the marriage, the city could not drain her. That nigga was draining her. But go ahead.
I think the city was a code word because she didn't want to say her marriage is in shambles. I think her saying city was just her saying that's what's connected to her marriage because that's where they live.
And she came back out. Watch this. It was him because then she had to talk to him about relocating. Y'all, guess where he wanted to move?
To Atlanta, honey.
Why you say Atlanta? Why you say Atlanta?
Honey, because it's, I mean, first of all, you with the family. You could really, I mean, take me through there. It would be easy access. There will be connections. And that is the Mecca for the girls. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yes. Okay. Tia, she had seizures while she was with Lou. I remember. But listen, when she got rid of him, she wasn't having no seizures. And you remember when she got rid of the baby daddy, he was caught trying to hook up with a minor, but child, she be picking the weirdest ass men. But anywho, who else want to guess with a husband? So I guess she went to the husband and was like, this is too much. People are talking about you, whatever you got going on in these streets. People are talking about us. People are talking about how you treat me. You have to listen. Actually, let me play it. Listen to why she says the city is draining her. She said they're talking about her marriage, that people are hearing that her marriage is falling apart, that her kids hate her. She said, if it's true, why is it funny? This city has drained me. See, the city can't drain you if everything in your house is solid. But the city is talking about what's happening in your house. And as a result of your business being leaked outside of your house, you're drained because you thought you had that shit sewed up. You thought that you could be able to put on a front and nobody find out, but everybody knows it's a sham. Here she goes.
Has been attached to all type of false allegations, rumors, lies. People just be pulling shit out their ass. When does it end? When? Like literally, like it's no matter what I do, what we do, they're gonna pick apart anything we do. Christmas pictures, us buying a business, us opening up a new location, anything we do get picked apart.
You give it to them on the silver platter. You document it. You put it out there. Your relationship is up for sale, like they say Desmond and Christie was. You get what I'm saying? You make your money from showing what you're doing. But go ahead.
And I'm saying 4 months, last year period, like they didn't drag my name through the mud, and I be the only person defending myself, literally. Like,
no, that's a slot. That's to your husband. I'm the only one defending me. How come your husband's not defending you? Y'all get what I'm saying? If everything's on the up and up, How come he's just on social media with you? He be showing shit too. How come he's not defending you?
And
Because
y'all
she
be
wear the pants in a relationship.
Mm.
and y'all be putting hands on each other. So why they ain't talking about him too? Why am I the only one getting dragged and you ain't sticking up for me?
Mm-hmm. And here she go.
Like, if I'm involved in a rumor with somebody else and that person could clear the rumor, they're not gonna clear shit. They're gonna let that lie linger as long as that lie makes
So
them
is
look
he
good.
the somebody else? Because they were saying that the marriage was in shams and you wanted him to come out and be happy?
If that lie make them look good, but you're not. As long as I look bad and I'm the one getting blamed for people breakups, for people losing stuff, anything. As long as it got me looking bad, nobody
She
gonna say
talking about that baby mama that came out and said, I tried to warn you, he's a woman beater. And he never
And the pizza
responded.
and the pizza shop is failing and they blaming her, the businesses. That's what she talking about. And he ain't defending
Mm-hmm.
it.
And he ain't said a word. He getting what he can get and pulled that U-Haul up and got his shit that he didn't collect it with her. And look, didn't even have to stay 6 months. He wants out. And I do believe, Super, you pay for men. And I'm not attacking you, but baby, you're going to have to find another way. Everybody ain't meant to be married. You out here selling your soul to these men to have companionship. Enjoy your children. Enjoy your children, because it seems like these men get bouted with you almost like to the point of no return. They can't stomach it anymore, and then they start acting out. I'm not blaming her, right? But they start acting out because it's almost like they're living a lie, whether they're attracted to you or not, whether they're attracted to other men or not. Hell, even your baby daddy, they say he like little girls. You get what I'm saying? He was
Mm-hmm.
caught trying to date a minor. So you're going to have to start taking a look at yourself, and you're going to have to sit this one out for 2026. You don't need no more men right now. Divorce him. Even if you choose to date him, you got to let that go. You got to start cleaning up your life and heal, boo-boo. And you can't heal underneath them. She had a man. Y'all didn't see all them different men she paraded around on social media? Even that guy named Sage the Gemini. Y'all remember she was in the bed with him?
Mm-hmm. You
Oh
going way
yeah,
back,
it's about an
Queen.
image. I can pull any dude, you know what I'm saying? If you are a fixer upper, hit me up. That's what she's giving. Go ahead.
Y'all don't remember Sage the Gemini?
Yes,
Yeah, I
But
I
yeah,
remember
do.
him.
so
We remember him.
okay.
He's also a known ABer towards women.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
See, okay. Okay, Trey, thank you. I knew I would. I was like, this lady, okay. Oh, did he abuse that girl named Jordan?
I can't remember who it was, but I know she
Was it?
came out and spoke publicly about it.
What'd you say? The city is side for him? Cold. I got you. Got you, got you, got you. Okay. Um, so yeah, so she goes to him, right? Because now she can't enjoy the marriage. You remember? Well, maybe y'all don't remember, but a lot of times when we be talking about stuff and the rate of divorce, and women often initiate divorces first, but men will do everything to make your ass divorce them, right? So they don't be the bad guy. He done beat you up and
Mm-hmm.
pulled a U-Haul. You still ain't pulled the plug? Annul the fucking marriage. Find your power within yourself. But they say 85%. But then research also says, if the truth be told, and if women would be more honest, 85% of those divorces should have never been marriages. This is a prime example. So she goes to him. Y'all, they just spent. The point is, I don't like expensive lessons. Girl, you done spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on this man. Y'all were engaged for 3 years. Y'all dated for like a couple of years. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he was a gigolo. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree.
And then after living with you, I think he couldn't take it no more. He wanted out. He got what he can got. He got the trips, he got the luggage, he got this and that, the skiing, all of that. He don't want that no more. He want out. And he fought his way out. and he landed his behind in jail, but he got the land. He got all of that stuff. That man say he would rather go back and work as a barber. But you set him up for success with other women when you parade him around like that, all on your social media. Now he got land to go build with another woman. Ain't that crazy, y'all?
She was a good trick.
Mm. They say he was moving money to savings accounts. What? How much? How much?
Well, we see she's not keeping an eye on it because her daughter was like running up $4,000.
He probably got a good 100,000. He'd have moved a little bit slowly. He probably got a good 100 that he'd have moved a little bit slowly. How much, Queen? Oh, you say you just talking shit. Okay, allegedly. So that's okay. Let me go and clean that up. We're just playing. Okay.
Yeah.
He
And
probably
don't
has hit a
forget
lick
the
on her ass.
alleged makeup gifts, or it would be the other way around. Like there's makeup gifts, like let's go shopping or something like that. I wonder what his allowance was and how she showed appreciation after, being, she was
Well,
the
he has a club.
aggressor.
He tried to sell jeans, Tosa, to men. He tried to sell jeans. He had a jean line. Yeah, and
Jeans.
then he got a nightclub. Child, ain't no man. See,
And
child. Okay,
those
let me. You know what? Let me
jeans.
move
Wait a
And
minute, Queen.
those
I want to say one
jeans.
more thing. I think she's the type of woman that want to prove, even though he ain't bringing in the money, he's equal. So he had free range to go in that account and spend money, or he would turn it on her and start. Oh, you think I'm less than you because you got the money? She seems like the type of woman that will give him free range to use that card, and he was stealing money allegedly, in my opinion, stashing it.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to Shacarri Richards.
Hold on one second.
Shacarri Richards,
You can't steal nothing
track star.
that was given to you.
What'd you say?
He right.
No, I said you can't steal nothing that was given to you. But that's
What
all
did
I
he
had to
say?
say.
That's
Yep, I
true.
agree.
You sure right. That makes a lot of
Yep.
sense. All right, so we're about to talk about Shacarri Richardson. Y'all, I think this girl is going nowhere fast. She has a wealth of talent. I mean, she's so freaking talented, but she's self-destructing in real time. And it didn't just start today with her most recent arrest. This is the second time in like 90 days, maybe 4 months, this girl has been arrested. And she is taking her track star boyfriend down with her. Now, Queen, why you on her? Because hold on. Remember, she got disqualified from running one of her biggest races for smoking weed.
Correct.
She's a crash out. And I don't understand why. She's a crash out. And people were trying to say, oh, they just, they didn't have to take her to jail. Yes, they did. Don't be fucking driving on a freeway 104 miles per hour. Y'all, she cut off the police. Girl, is you good? Is you high? She didn't even realize she cut off the police. Yeah, get her out of here because she could have killed somebody. Then that would have been a whole different story. Then y'all wouldn't have been singing. I hate when Black folks get in the comments and try to make everything that somebody's picking on somebody because they Black. Her ass went to jail because she was driving at a very high rate of speed. That's extremely dangerous, not only to her, but for people around her. So miss me with it, because had it been your kid or your grandma or your mother that she hit, it would be a different story. I don't have understanding for stupidity. I don't give a damn what color you are. No, they clocked her at 100. Watch this. You know what? Let's take a look at the dash cam. They clocked her at 104 miles per hour. What was you on? And it sounded like she may have been in a fight with that boyfriend, because when they pulled her over, look, they arrested his Black ass too. When they pulled her over, he had the audacity to pull over, right? You can do that, but you need to stay in your car. He gets out the car, approached the deputy, and the deputy's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, are y'all not aware that you can't do that? You can't walk up on no deputy while they are doing a traffic stop. What's going on, officer? And he was like, whoa, hold on. because these are still law enforcement still have to try to go home safely to their family too. Right? And here you come, you can pull over at a safe distance and wait patiently until they write the ticket and release the family member, but you can't get up out your car and charge up a law enforcement officer. And then when he asks you, hold on, wait a minute, I need your ID, refuse to comply. I ain't giving you nothing. You going to jail too.
Hi,
So
Melody
stop.
Shireen.
Go ahead.
I was speaking to
So-
Melody Shireen.
Okay. So look, so stop it. Stop it. I get tired of us. Well, they doing it because you didn't have to take it. He did exactly what he take both of their asses to jail. Period, point blank. And with that being said, since LaDawn interrupted me, LaDawn, I got it. Hey, Melody. Welcome, Melody, everybody. Hi, Melody, Cherie. Y'all make sure y'all show some love. Show some love in the chat. Y'all, LaDawn, you knew I was coming around to it. You got to let me
Well, I was
cook.
rolling up and I was getting excited. I was rolling and listening.
Nah,
And
well, stay on mute. Stay on mute.
Melody, how you doing?
I got it. You know I ain't gonna miss Mel. Okay, LaDawn, show Melody some love.
Hi, Melody.
Nah, see. Now she's playing with me, Trey.
Hey, Mel girl.
Look, welcome. I gotta give LaDawn some. I gotta give her a studio laugh. Look, child, StreamYard is playing with me. I'm gonna just leave it alone. StreamYard does not want to comply. But hey, Melody girl, we was talking about you a little bit earlier. Yeah, I may have been a little messy by asking you that question yesterday because I had no idea that Martell Hope was out the country. Had I known he was out the country, I would have never reached out to you. But look, let me get back to Shacarri Richardson. Y'all ready to see the dash cam?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Yes, here we go.
Let's go for a
Hold on, Melody
ride.
say, child. Yes, we finna go for a ride, Melody. I'm gonna come back and tell you what we was talking about you. Somebody, look, I'm gonna tell you in a minute though. I gotta play this dash cam. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let me hit play. Let's see. Can y'all hear it?
Flashing them to get out of your way, are you?
Yes, we hear.
Let's give you a path to get past them. See what you do. $100, $101, passing the card, $101, $103, $104.
Did y'all just see what that girl did? I'm gonna keep it going, but did y'all see that real quick?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Zone.
Okay, he's just cruising. She cuts him off. And then proceeds to escalate, whatever, accelerate her speed. Yeah. Okay.
County Motor 50, copy, 50. Gonna be 429 northbound at Stony Brook, Florida tag. On a gray Aston Martin, unknown occupants.
Oh, now she riding nice now. The Aston Martin. Go ahead, girl. All Okay, so she's pulled over. This is Shacarri Richardson. He's going to get out the vehicle.
I would wipe that smile off your face. I'm Sergeant McDaniels with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. You're being stopped for dangerous excessive speeding.
I understand my tire in the back is like literally on 29.
So you're driving at 100. Hold on. You're driving at 104 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone with subpar equipment, flashing people to get out of your lights, out of your lane, following too close, using every lane to pass everybody, cutting me off, passing a car on the inside shoulder with their hazard lights on. You're going to jail for dangerous excessive speeding.
I'm so sorry.
Y'all, anything over 100, you going to jail, no matter who you are. But let's continue.
Not mean to do that. My phone, I didn't even know my car was speeding.
That's why they give you a speedometer.
I totally understand. I communicate with you, sir. I really do not want to go to jail.
No, most people don't, but you got to think about that before you do the speed. I need your license, your registration, and your insurance. You were speeding.
Sir, I was, and I totally didn't know. If you look at my phone, my buttons right here, they jump around. My phone is sitting here and it's lit on here. I literally see it's not even in normal mode, and I see that. My apologies, sir. Please, I communicate.
The mode has nothing to do with your gas pedal.
No.
I need your license, your registration, and your insurance.
Please, sir, I really want to work. Can you really work with me, sir? I promise you, I am a law-abiding citizen. I have my ID, my insurance on my phone. There was no intention of me speeding today. I promise you, sir.
Is this a good address for you, Lake Valley Drive?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm local, sir. Please work with me. I promise you.
I don't know what work with you means.
Not work with
So, Shacarri, you can't say that. Did you? Okay, so are y'all, what are your thoughts so far? Panel, anybody? Or y'all just want me to play it off?
I think she talked.
No, I think she should have let him do the talking, and she should have apologized. She should have been calm. It was more of like when she had that smile on her face, it was given, baby, this is the wrong race to be smiling. You smile when you're on the track, not on the highway. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think she should have kept her mouth quiet. And I think she's talking too much, and she's making excuses, starting off lying with excuses.
So what y'all saying is a black woman can't smile while in her nice fancy car?
I'm going
That's
to
right,
definitely
hold
think, sister.
Not when the popo is pulling you over.
She had to go somewhere. The man already told her that she was going to get arrested. So now she got to play at hell. Let's make this right. Let's work something out. She don't want to go to jail. That's why she said that.
But Trey, that man said your phone has nothing to do with your gas pedal.
He was trying to say that the signal from the phone was causing the speed to accelerate, right?
Right. Y'all know these new cars. The phone has you know how the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. Something had happened. I believe her.
Trey, she would have been better off saying that I had it on cruise control and I'm trying to get it off, but it would not stop. Hello.
Y'all know these new cars got all these computers and all this newfangled stuff up in there. Something had happened. I believe her.
I think she was in a fight with her boyfriend.
When
he was chasing her on the freeway.
Oh my God.
Honey, she's definitely dressed like she came for a fight, honey. No, she took snatched that wig. I bet you that wig is right behind her chair or in the back seat.
Patricia, thank you for the 5-piece and a pepper. She said that was the old house she moved. His boys have their own room in a new house. Not no more. He moved out. Listen, Donna, thank you for the 10-piece and a pepper. Donna says, love you, Queen. And we love you too, Donna. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Let's see. Here we go.
I understand that. I will take the ticket. I will show
No, like I told you, you're going to jail.
Please don't allow me to go to please, sir. Please.
Listen to me.
Please, sir. I really.
If nothing you say is going to change that. You are going to jail.
Sir, am I going to jail? Like,
yes.
Sir, I really was not intentionally speeding.
That's even more scary. That means that you're doing things unintentionally on a task that requires all your attention.
Sir, please, I'm begging you.
You are going to have a little bit of time to make some phone calls. You're going to jail. I am towing your car.
Oh, this is serious because she knows that you are a U.S. Olympic athlete. This is your second arrest. Your first one was about 3 to 4 months ago. You beat your boyfriend up in the airport. Now You're being arrested again with your boyfriend chasing behind you, and they arrested him and he had drug paraphernalia in his car. Let's continue.
Sir, don't take me to jail. I will do everything.
No.
I will do everything.
You have two options.
Listen. My tire, sir, please.
Listen, you have two options.
Please, sir.
The first option is you can either ride with me in my car.
Damn, that's loud.
The second option is you are going to go to jail in a cage car. Which do you prefer?
I promise you, I don't want to go to jail. I'm right here. I have a team here. I have a coach, everything, sir. I was not intentionally doing anything, and I am.
You're not listening. You're repeating yourself and not listening. Nothing you say is going to change.
So I want to.
So make some phone calls, let people know that you're going to have a $500 bond.
Damn. All right, here we go. What are y'all's thoughts? Let me go with Kevin. Welcome, Kevin.
Hey, how's it going?
Kevin, welcome.
Hey, I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're good.
Yeah, we can hear
once
you.
y'all come on.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. So let me be really quick. Okay. Shacarri Richardson is really getting on my freaking nerves. Okay. Here's the thing. The thing that's kind of really disheartening to me is that she has all this talent.
The sound of a seatbelt. One of the most
all this talent and everything that she has all this talent. She's on her A game right now, and she's really messing this up. Like, I'm beginning to see you ever hear that saying, when somebody showed you who they are, believe them. And what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a pattern of destruction, and hopefully, I know she's young. Hopefully she'll grow. She'll wise up. I don't know what it's going to take. And by the way, too, in Georgia, if you get caught speeding, that's an automatic arrest and a super speeders ticket. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but they charge you double fines. So you're talking probably thousands of dollars in fines for speeding, because she could have killed somebody. So he was absolutely freaking right to arrest her. I would have arrested her butt too, quickly. So she was talking so freaking much too. Whenever you get pulled by the police, let them do the talking and just keep moving. She's sitting there just giving him his case. But one thing I'm gonna be really quick so you can go to the next person. But I kind of noticed a pattern with her too, is that she needs some humble pie really quick, because I don't know if you guys remember, about 2 years ago, she was on that American Airlines flight cursing people out. Now, I work in the airport industry.
Remember. It was a year ago.
Yeah, I work. Yeah, I work. I don't work at Delta, but I work for Delta, and so I kind of know how all this stuff goes. So she was on the plane. She was being real belligerent. She was cursing everybody out, and I'm like, "Girl, that's what are you doing?" So another thing too is, as Black Americans, we already kind of get a bad rap for being hot-headed, for being this, for being that, for not knowing how to act in public, and she's just feeding into it now. And I was gonna say one more thing. Flojo. When Flojo was in her, I want to kind of compare them for a quick second, because when Flojo was in her prime, I want to say maybe in the 80s, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but she was a lot more humble. And when Shacarri Richardson came along, I was like, you know what? She might be the next Flojo. But the problem is that she can't get out of her own way. I don't know if it's that weed. I don't know if it's whatever she got going on, but she better calm down. Because she could have very well killed somebody out there. That's why you get arrested automatic if you go over 100 miles per hour. They don't care who you are. That's an automatic arrest. You can even be in law enforcement and you still get arrested.
All right. Well, thank you, Kevin. Excellent point.
Okay. All right. Goodbye.
All right, that was Kevin. Let me go to real quick. We got a super chat. Sam D85. Thank you for the 10 piece and the pepper. Sam says, "I'm with Trey. It don't feel like you're driving that fast in these new cars." That's true. That could be fair. That could be fair. But kind of like people are saying, if she would have just calmed down and took a deep breath and let him talk and waited and then articulated a little bit better, who knows? The counselor, welcome. What are your thoughts?
This poor baby. I see trauma. The way she reacted to that officer stopping her, it's like just so impulsive and reactive, as if like a 5-year-old that can't wait, to get the cookie open. And I mean, please. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And even the stuff with the airport, right? Wasn't that some DV stuff that was going on with her and her boyfriend?
Yeah,
I don't think.
she was
Yeah.
very she was
So
she
she's
was attacking him.
very
Go ahead.
reactive, and for you to snap that quick like that, to be driving that fast, it's almost manic behavior. So yeah, that there's some issues, but I don't think it's just her being a bad person. I think it's a bit deeper than that.
I don't know. I know she beat up her Jamaican girlfriend a few years back.
I believe it, but somebody beat her.
I don't know. There's a lot going on here to be a U.S. Olympic athlete. You're going to have to reel some of that in and just focus on your practice and your meal plan.
She's got to get to that point. She's young, so I don't know where she is as far as her brain development or therapy or whatever it is she needs to do. But Olympic, regular person, whoever, dude, I just see a lot going on.
All right. Well, thank you, the counselor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That was the counselor. Listen, real quick. She says, Survivor Studio 5 said that's a spirit of hate against Black women. We always need to shut the fuck up. Why? Because you do. When a police is coming up to be quiet. Black, white, yellow, brown. Be quiet. What you say can and will be used against you. Be quiet. That's not a spirit of hate. That's called wisdom. And that's another problem with us. Can't nobody tell us shit no more. Can't nobody tell us nothing, even in life-saving moments of using a technique like being quiet could save your life. It ain't no spirit of hate. You get what I'm saying? Well, not up here. Sometimes you do need to be quiet. Sometimes you do say too much. Sometimes you do write your own ticket. In that point, she needed to say less. She's a U.S. Olympic. She's not just Black. She has the weight of the world on her shoulders. She needs to say absolutely less because silence cannot be misquoted. But once you start talking and talking at the caliber that she is, the notoriety, the deals, the sponsorships, the Nike this, the Nike that, be quiet. Little Miss Tutu, welcome. What are your thoughts?
Hey, Queen. Hey, panel. Hey, chat. Listen, I just want to say this. I've had sports cars, and I still have a sports car. And I know that I've pressed it and I've opened it up a little bit. And it's kind of normal to get, it's just kind of normal. Sometimes, and they're young, they don't realize, you think you can handle the speed of a car. And, it just happens. So I'm not saying that it was right that she was speeding, but I just understand. And also, I think a lot of people think, going back to when she first was caught up with the marijuana and lost her spot in the Olympics, there's some type of trauma with her mother because her grandmother raised her. Her mother was still in Jamaica, and whatever the separation is, whatever the possible trauma is, I think that Shacarri really needs, if she has not been getting therapy, she really needs therapy. And I think it has something to do with some childhood trauma based around her family dynamics. And I'm not saying give her grace. Yes, she should be old enough. She had a lot to lose. But dang, y'all, she, not everybody can handle, the hard hits in life like some of us can. And I just think we should just be understanding, a little bit more understanding.
Look, no, hold on. No. I got it. Two. No, two. Let me tell you why I say no.
Okay.
Trauma is one thing. And I think we all can agree we do want to have grace for people. But when you beating up on folks and doing stuff to others, see, your trauma is your trauma. It belongs to you. But when you extend it, where you become a harm and a danger to everybody else, nah, I don't understand that.
That's
I don't
right.
understand that. Because if the shoe were on the other foot, and if it was the boy doing it to her and whooping her and doing it, we wouldn't understand that. We don't see. You see what I'm saying? So that's where women got to start holding other women accountable. Keep your freaking hands to yourself. You had no business. See, I don't understand you acting like that in that airport. And even when TSA came up to her, did you watch the video? She still was bucking.
Yeah.
She has a nasty temper on her and it's showing. And it's like her team come out, they rebranded her, and they're like, okay, listen, we can't go down this road no more. But then this is my thing. When you talking about, she's young, she's dealing with a guy, I'm assuming she popped up at his house, didn't see something, or she left. Okay, now he following her. It does not matter. At the end of the day, you are a star and you have to start moving like one. Why didn't you have a driver? Go ahead.
Well, I think we act like these people are supposed to learn once they become famous, that they're supposed to learn and automatically know how to move when they are not within the circles of people who can teach them. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I tell you what. I can ride with you and give you that. But you know what? Take all the sponsorships from her. Because there's people that are investing their money in her as business owners, as rich people. Don't be learning on my money. You can learn, but you can't have things that come to people that are healed. You can't have it all.
No,
that's true.
Right now. That's true. Winning those medals, and I'm gonna keep investing in you. What does any of this have to do with ChatGPT, Siri, and Alexa pushing her gas pedal down so she can go 100 miles per hour?
She would have heard.
She told y'all what happened, and that white man was leaning on her car. He was itching. He was over there salivating, couldn't wait to take that black woman into the.
What he was doing, Trey?
He should have told her. And why did he make her immediately? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tow your car too. He didn't even give her a chance to call somebody to come and pick the car up. He was ready, and you got a $500 bond. You need to get that together too. He didn't even know who she was. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to tell her you got a $500 bond too. So your black ass gonna be sitting in jail. Y'all gotta pay attention to these people. That white man was ready to take her to jail. Justice for Shacarri, whatever the young lady name is. Justice for that black woman. Justice for her.
What if she would have hurt somebody? Would y'all feel the same way? What if she would have unalive? Would y'all say, okay, well, she was just young, just opening engine up on the highway. If she would have unalived somebody, this is a whole nother ball game. And
let me hit you with this.
But that's a different story, though.
Do y'all remember when Brandy?
One mic. Try not to talk over each other, y'all. It gets confusing for the chat. Go ahead.
So,
do y'all remember Brandy when she ran into the back of that woman's vehicle?
Yeah, and killed her.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
This is the local Bible. So move forward.
She had to deal with her consequences, though. That's all we're saying. We can't make excuses. They got to deal with their consequences and learn from it. And hopefully the people around her will talk more into her about the gift that she got and what she can ruin. She can ruin her whole life over stupid mistakes. And not just being a star, being a human being, speeding on the highway, putting other people's lives in danger. I don't care if she was a star, athlete, just speeding and drunk driving is a big thing for me. I don't tolerate it. I don't like it. I'll get in an Uber or wait. I'll stay the night. I don't like it. Okay, so my thing is this. She needs, if the people around her ain't pouring into her and don't see what everybody else see, a wounded, broke little girl, then she needs to get a new team, okay? Because these little mistakes can ruin her whole life in one instant that you cannot get back. She got second, 1, 2, and 3 chances to rebrand herself. Usually when drugs is involved, an athlete is doomed when drugs is involved. She got another chance and she's still throwing it away trying to be, okay, you want to be regular? Go on and be regular. Stop taking the people's money in.
So now we acting like y'all ain't never went 5 miles over the speed limit.
Okay, hold on. We're going to get to that part. Hold on. We're gonna get to that part.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Hold on. Thank you for saying, okay, Donna, thank you for the 20 piece and the pepper. She said, thank you for saying that, Queen. We need to stop bad behavior, Trey. And everyone who was not right by their mother or father, who was not treated right by their mother or father, does not behave in this manner, Trey. I'm a testament to that, Trey. This is DBM. What's DBM? Oh, you're identifying. Okay, DBM. Hey. Trey. Go ahead, Trey. And then Miss Deborah's next.
So y'all ain't never went 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit? Y'all ain't never texted and drive? Oh, right.
I
Well,
have.
that's all I got to say. That's all I'm asking.
But I
That's
ain't,
all.
I
Listen,
ain't never cut off no
I'm just trying
police
to figure
officer.
that out.
I want to piggyback off of that. I was a Shacarri Richardson. It was one day I was dealing with a dude. I was on my way home. I took off work and I was speeding home, and I got a ticket. And I couldn't blame nobody but myself. He was a no good dude. When I had made it to my apartment, girl, he had robbed me. Clock it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Deborah.
Okay, all right. I stopped laughing. Okay. So number one, hit the like button, y'all. Also with Shacarri, yeah, I can't defend that. I love me some Shacarri. I do, but I cannot defend that. I can honestly say I was driving 89 miles an hour. I didn't realize it until I saw the police. I said, oops. I pulled over. I tried to get a little spicy with him, and he helped me out. He brought the speed down to 79. He's okay. So you won't get all these points. I'm going to bring it down to 79 because the speed limit was 70. Because at 10 over, then that was, what do you call it, reckless driving or something. So yeah, I can attest to the fact that sometimes you don't realize you're going that fast, but 100, no. What I would suggest to Shacarri is that she get a driver. She has enough money to have a driver for herself. And then we can't make excuses for her. Yeah, childhood trauma, all of that. You got a whole lot of money to get yourself some help, girl. I'm still going to root for her. I hope she can make it to the Olympics, which is coming up in LA, the Summer Games. So I don't want this to be the reason that she doesn't go. But that stuff, like trying to beg the officer, no, you were wrong. Shut your mouth, call your lawyer, and, try to deal with it from there. Yeah. Just watch your speed, y'all. Watch your speed.
But
That's all.
listen, Trey, you said 5 miles. This woman was doing 100. So it seemed like she was doing, if it was 70, then she was doing 30 over it. You get what I'm saying? So it was a totally different thing. She put the pedal to the metal. Like I said, she needs to just keep that speed for the track and not the highway. I said what I said.
I agree. Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna drop that.
they need to stop making cars that go that go that fast. How about that?
Trey, shut up.
How
Bye,
about
I
y'all.
said what I
hold on,
said.
what about this,
Justice
Trey?
for Shacarri.
Hold on, Trey. The police said the lady was checking people, getting all up on them, intimidating drivers. That's scary when somebody going that fast all up on you. You got kids in the back, and then she cut him off. The girl was clearly out of her mind, Trey. It ain't got nothing to do with her being black, Trey. Trey, did you know, Trey, that over 100 miles per hour, you going to jail? You go to jail. You go to all of us. Hell, American born to go to jail. They taking her too, and she white. Trey, now what you got?
You got to get pulled over by the police to go to jail. I done drove 100 miles per hour, but it was on the way to another city or another state. But that's a different.
On a long freeway that was clear where you could. You went in the city, swerving and perving and doing all that in traffic.
But I was still breaking the law though, so that's it's the same thing. Leave that lady alone.
Hold on, what city
that
were
white
you
man
in?
was ready to take her to jail. That's what we missing the point. Did y'all
Nah.
see how that man? Did y'all see the sweat, the spit that was coming out of his mouth? He was salivating. He was ready to take her. He was ready to drag her to jail. Did y'all? I don't believe.
But you know what? Can I say this?
It's just not
Actually,
right.
Hold on. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Okay,
Was
I'm
you
sorry.
done?
No, I'm good. Justice for Shacarri.
After actually she was salivating, I wouldn't be surprised if she looked over and smiled at him and hit that gas a little bit more. I think that this younger generation, they play GTA so often that they lose a sense of reality. Go ahead.
Look, Trey, you said you did 100 where? You was headed where?
I was coming from Tennessee. I was headed to, I think it was Birmingham.
So
but it
what,
was on the interstate.
Tennessee? Or what,
You said what now?
You was driving that fast?
I was. There was nobody on the street.
Y'all come get him. He was in Tennessee.
Queen, I wasn't ready.
Y'all come get him. You heard him. His name Trey Carter. He out here speeding.
Yes, and he wasn't going 5 miles over.
He said he was going 100, officer.
And nothing wrong with his gas pedal.
It was. I was in a
Go
Toyota
ahead,
Camry. I didn't
Trey.
have a. I was in a Toyota Camry. I didn't have no computer. It was when I was young. It was my second car. I didn't have all the computers and stuff. See, Shacarri, she was in the Aston Martin. She got the computers, the Chat GPT, the Grok, the Alexa, Siri. You know who was pressing the gas?
I didn't even know a camera could do that. I didn't even know a Camry could. The audacity. Listen.
Don't do that. Toyotas are good cars. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shout out to the Highlanders.
I guess that's why all those black girls be driving those Camrys. Okay. So
And they good on gas.
Look, I want to get to this one, but Linda say I agree with two. Everyone can't handle their problems. We don't know all her issues. Then she needs to sit this one out. Welcome, Belinda. B1963.
Hey, Queen and everyone. Like I said in the chat, I have to agree with two, Latrice. We don't know. I don't know how old this young lady is, but to me, it's like she's like screaming out for help. No one is driving on the expressway going 100 miles an hour over. There are some issues, and I know you said earlier that she had issues with her mom. A lot of time, when we find people that, unalive themselves and stuff, and then we be like, what happened? Because they be screaming out for help. They do. And I know she was talking and should have been quiet, but she couldn't because we don't, like I said, we don't know her issue. And I know everybody saying, well, you don't have to know. She's maybe in her late 20s, early 30s. We got, what's the lady named Carrie, the lady that was on the show that just got out of jail for DUI. She's old enough to be her mom. So where is it that it's her age where she has to know better? It's some older than her that don't know better. I just really think that she's dealing with some real issues and she does need help, but she has to want it. And maybe she doesn't even recognize that she really need it. And it doesn't matter how much money she got, how much she's, how she's living, what she's driving. That doesn't change. When you got a problem, you got issues. Hugo, that's her, right. When you got issues, Queen. It doesn't matter. And somewhere down the line, maybe someone will help her. But right now, she needs some help. And whoever's in her life, maybe she's not reaching out to them or they're not able to help her. I think it's something deeper than what we know. And it don't have to be nothing crazy. It's just be some things that you cannot deal with. Everybody do not handle issues the same. They don't. That's all I want to say. And I do want to say one thing. Wait a minute, Queen. One thing I want to say. You guys got to help me so I can upgrade my membership. I've been putting it in the chat. I don't know what to do. I'm already a member, but I wanted to upgrade it.
Inbox Toot or Somali. They'll walk you through it.
Okay. All right. Thank you all. That's all I want to say. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Can I say something real quick? When I upgraded my membership, I had to cancel the one I had, and then it allowed me to join the new one. So you might have to do it that way.
Well, first of all, Trey, you done got everybody arguing in the chat. Now Melody then jumped on the foolishness. Talking about she done drove over 100 before too. Let me find out you got that Toyota Camry, Melody. Let me find out you was in a Camry tearing people shit up down the freeway.
Burning rubbers.
They talking about a Camry's a good car, Savannah. DBM, welcome to the conversation. What you got?
Audio.
Mic check. All right, guys, if you're just now coming in, like, share, subscribe.
DBM. Let's try again. You're on mute. Take it off mute. Hit the microphone one time. DBM, hit the microphone. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Trey, you are so wrong. This young girl, I would agree, need positive role models in her life. That at the point that she is at, being a worldwide sport person, she should have these people in her life, but they may be. But if she doesn't want to listen, there's nothing no one can say or do to make her listen. She's going to do as a lot of the Gen Z do. They do what they want to do. And so I don't feel sorry for her at all, because she could have smashed into a pole, wrecked that car around, and killed herself, or she could have killed someone else that may have been coming from work, home, wherever, and had kids in the car. So I don't feel sorry for her, and that's the same stance I have when people drive drunk. I don't approve it, and I do not like it. Get yourself an Uber.
All right. Thank you, DBM. Trey, she said you loud and wrong. Period. Butterfly. L'Oreal, come back. Butterfly Sugar, what you got?
I agree with Trey. Sooner or later, sometime in our lives, we
Butterfly
evolve.
Sugar, what you got?
Can you hear me, Queen?
Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
I agree with Trey. We have all ran over the speed limit before. Me, myself, I've driven over 100 miles per hour. This young lady is 25 years old. She does have some unresolved issues with her mother. Her grandmother did pass a couple years ago. And everybody in the chat, well, a lot of people in the chat are acting like at 25, she's just supposed to know everything and move accordingly. For the most part, most of us at 25 didn't know our ass from a hole in the ground, and some of us still don't, and we're kicking 50 in the ass. Give her a little bit of slack. She got a speeding ticket. She didn't kill anybody. She didn't hurt anyone. She got a speeding ticket. It's really not that serious. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, may I jump in? I'm going to say that I'm a part of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Just imagine if there was some alcohol in her system. You know what I'm saying? Dad could have turned so many ways. You know, the boyfriend following her. She's upset. She's in her feelings. And, you know, just F it. What if she was in the mind frame of just F it? You know what I'm saying? We got to think about that. Trey, what are your thoughts?
It's too many what ifs. Was she arrested for drunk driving? Did they breathalyze her? Like, we can't sit around and it's a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I get it. You know, of course we don't want people driving, everybody speeding and going over the speed limit. And of course, you can, if you do something that's risky, you can harm someone. But at the end of the day, that white man was ready to take her to jail. That's all I'm saying. Justice for Shacarri. Justice.
Well, she sure gave him the ammunition.
You said she did what?
She gave that YT man the ammunition to be able to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, it was, when I think about her, it was given, you know, a DUI stop, you know, over explaining, laughing, smiling, thinking it's a joke, not really taking it serious, just careless. It was a lot of people traveling down that highway, some families, like y'all said, people coming from work, people just going through the city. Huh?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you good. Get in there.
No, I was just saying, Queen Sheba asked if we can hear her. We cannot.
No, we can't. All right. So
I do believe she deserves grace, but I do believe she just needs to be accountable at the same time. But it's not like, you know, she doesn't deserve grace, but she got to be accountable. She put her own self in that situation, not the white team.
Okay, and then can we have L'Oreal go?
Hey,
Welcome.
Hi, y'all. How are
Hey, how
you?
you doing?
Miss
Girl,
you.
I don't think it was none of this going on as far as Shacarri driving fast. You know, it's for some reason, I'm gonna say this, maybe this is a young thing. People don't really fly until they got somebody following you. You gonna follow me up there? Yeah. Then all of a sudden they want to show out and be driving fast. Like some of my friends do this all the time. Like you just trying to show out. You got your little extra Morton. Your boyfriend following you somewhere. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get pulled over, and y'all got pulled over. Apparently, he definitely didn't think any of this was gonna go on if he had paraphernalia in his vehicle. So I just think they might have been on their way to have a good time. And yeah, you gonna follow me over there, follow me over here. And they was just flying. And she got caught. What I do believe this is a wake-up call for Shacarri. Shacarri has had little moments, like I said, little outbursts, little moments. She done had 2-3 cases. And this is yet another wake-up call because she's not changing what she needs to be doing and staying focused on what she needs to be doing. Of course, it just takes one little mistake to mess up your entire world, right? Great thing, she didn't hurt nobody and she didn't hurt herself in this ordeal. Because anything can happen in a split second with anyone. But I just think she had a smile on her face. I don't think they was in no arguments that day or none of that. And she thought she was gonna be able to talk herself out that ticket. Now I do believe Trey. I'm agree with Trey a little bit now. That man was ready to get her and take her to jail. He just was. In the video, you can see him clocking her 101. Okay, now she's doing this. Then he waited till she got up to 105 and then ran her. And he came automatically up to the car. And what another instant thing he said that actually ticked me off was, you're going to jail. Now, whether you go in this car or a cage car. And I was like, why are you trying to put this girl in the cage car? She ain't, for what? You know what I mean? Like, why are you automatically talking about a cage car? That's the thing that ticked me off in the video. Because nothing I seen in the stop warranted a level up. She said she was a law-abiding citizen. She had her license and insurance. So why are you talking about she gonna go in this car or we gonna get a cage car for you? Like, to me, that could have been a level of, you would have boosted that stop up more instead of de-escalating that stop. And see, it's, police officers, it's a fine line because you can't say something like that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And somebody not click back, then boom, boom, boom. You just escalated a stop that didn't have to be there. She was just trying to talk herself out of it now. She was looking for her license. But I was like, he could have escalated
Thank
that
you.
whole thing to another
Thank
level,
you.
in my opinion. So I have to
So
agree
let me
that
ask you this,
Trey was
L'Oreal.
ready to take her to jail. Huh?
Let me ask you this, L'Oreal. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now tell it didn't have nothing to do with her being black, right?
No, it didn't have nothing to
Can
do
you
with
say
her
that to
being black.
Trey? Can you say that to Trey?
Trey didn't have nothing to do with her being black. I think it had everything to do with that Ashton Martin. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. And the
Now
fact
he
that,
his
that
ear
yeah,
he
you
can't
know.
hear now.
No, I hear. I'm letting the lady talk.
Can
If
you
I
hear me
said what
now?
I said,
Are you
she
there?
hasn't. She got to sign, seal, and deliver
Now
it
his
before I say anything.
now his miracle ear, his battery low.
Don't do that. She got to sign, seal, and deliver it before I can say
But
anything.
yeah, she just said,
I'm trying
follow
to let the
me
lady
and
speak.
went to flying thinking she was cute and got busted. Go sit down somewhere. You have enough money to bring the party to you. You know what I'm saying? Go sit down
Period.
somewhere. And they have paraphernalia in the car. It's just reckless, young, and stupid. Come on now. That's just
Thank you.
dumb. But she was also raised
Le-
in Texas, and we a good 75, 80, a little touch of 100. But you're not in Texas anymore, baby. Okay? Do right.
Essence Essence Butterfly, thank you for the 5P. She says, I agree with the caller. Shakari lacks humility. Lazy Vision with a 2-piece and a pepper said, am I in a twilight zone? Girl, you might be, child. Sam D85 says, with the 5-piece and a pepper says, justice for Shakari. See, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
No, it's chicory.
Shacarri.
Shikari.
Shakiri. Y'all know her name. I'm
Look,
sorry.
okay. We
let me
finna
ask
go to
you,
real quick.
so wait a minute, hold on. She had
Here we
paraphernalia in her
go.
car, or or
He
it was
had
in
it
her
in his
boyfriend.
car, her boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
The
So we
boyfriend.
putting that on her. So we putting that on the black woman. Oh, okay. Just
My
making sure.
man, my man,
We can
my
go forward.
man.
We can move forward. I'm just trying to make sure that I heard that right. That we gonna put his stuff on the black
Right.
woman. My God, today. It's just not right. It's just not right.
Look, Trey, they not buying your wolf tickets today.
Oh well.
Simone Wealthy says she passed the police going 100+ miles per hour. What did she expect? I think she wanted to race them. Yeah, that's why she was smiling when he walked up. She wanted to race
Tag, you're it.
your face. Oh my God. Trey, they say they love you, Trey.
I love y'all too. The panel is
Y'all
great.
ready to talk about which one y'all want to do? We can't do both. Y'all want Shawnee or y'all want Lisa Wu? Panel.
You can do
Take a
Dragon
I
vote.
Nose.
love a drunk
Trey, who you
story.
vote?
You can do Dragon Nose.
Okay, so
Shawnee.
Trey, who you vote on?
First Lady Shawnee.
Okay,
First
Tosa,
lady.
who you voting on?
Miss Drunky.
Tosa. Okay, LaDawn, who you voting on?
Shawnee.
We couldn't hear you.
Shawnee. Shawnee
Did
O'Neal.
she say Shawnee?
She said
Yeah.
Shawnee.
Okay. L'Oreal, who you want?
Do Lisa Wu. I ain't heard her in a long time.
Okay, we got 2 Shawnees and 2 Lisa Woos. All right, let me
Yeah.
see what the chat
The
is saying.
tiebreaker.
Give me a woo. Can I get a woo, woo, woo? Hey, and you woo, woo, woo.
She was
Woo
definitely doing that.
should be mine.
I agree, Melody.
Melody
I agree.
talked and cried herself out of a ticket. Hold on, Melody. Where was you at when this happened? Type it in the chat. Was it Alabama? What city? What city was you in? They want woo, woo, woo.
Yes.
Guess it's gonna be woo, woo, woo. Melody, what state was you in when you did that? Tell us in the chat real quick. Let me know what she say, Tosa.
Y'all really want to hear about
She
Lisa
taking too
Wu?
long.
Where is Lisa Wu at? What she did?
She picked a fight with Nene. They say do a poll. Hold on, let me do a poll. You know what, Somali Queen? Okay. I think Wu won.
Yeah, look like that. The people want to know about Lisa Wu.
Yeah, I think they hold on. Lies are more lies. That Melody, don't tell her because quit be snitching. I just need to know the city and the state.
FBI, open up! FBI, open up!
So look, all right. So we're gonna do Lisa Wu. Okay, let me kick it off. Lisa Wu, you wrong as hell. You wrong as hell. What you did to Nene on her big debut was not cool. Woman to woman, and as a black woman. This was for her. Let's keep it real. What Bravo did by inviting Nene back in. If Nene wanted you, if Bravo wanted you, Lisa, they would have recruited you. But because of Nene being brought back into the fold, that event that you got to attend was because of Nene. And they say you showed your ass at that event. And that you kind of stole the moment away from Nene because you felt, ooh, people be all in their feelings, right? Because you felt disrespected. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I think you should have tucked your tail. I think you should have buttoned up a little bit. And she had a lot to say afterwards. I do feel like you owe her an apology. I think you were out of order. And because of that, I don't ever want to see your face on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You on a whole different level that I really don't like. You did a little bit too much for the limelight. And then you did this weird ass interview with this other lady that I did not recognize. I didn't even know who she was, if the truth be told. They say she was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ma'am, I don't know you. I hardly know Lisa. What are y'all's thoughts? I'm going to get the video.
Well, first of all, if you can't control your alcohol whenever you're consuming, then maybe you need to not drink and maybe consider like rehab or something like that. But for you to be a grown woman with children, a business owner, and you just have a brand, and for you to act like that at an event where you could have reintroduced yourself, you could have got yourself into a space where they could have considered you, with just your face in the room. And I think that you dropped the ball with the networking, because if you really want to talk about it, you want to be Nini's friend. I mean, she's back and she's getting her coin. And it seems like, I don't know what your finances are, but if you're looking for a coin, that would have been the perfect opportunity. And you dropped the ball.
Well, I would like to see the video, because I honestly don't know what happened between her and Nene at this event. Or if it was either, because Nene is not the reason that she's there. She's there because Bravo wanted her to be there, if we're being honest, because Nene is there by the skin of her damn teeth, if we're really being honest. Shout out to Nene, but I'm just keeping it real. But is Lisa Wu now the catalyst to push Nene back up in the good graces? Did she give us some good TV? That's what I want to know.
The event was thrown because of Nene, so Nene could have her moment on the show. They were filming the ultimate girls trip, the ultimate road trip. I'm sorry, and that
The
was
road trip
Nene.
is for the OG girls, so I believe that they would have had the OG girls from Atlanta when they pulled up to Atlanta anyway. That's all I'm saying. I may be wrong, but that's what my belief
Yeah,
is.
but that wouldn't have happened had Nene not got invited back. You get what I'm saying?
She wouldn't have been in the room.
Period.
And you know what? I believe Lisa thought that they were filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she was giving us Shamari DeVoe. Remember Shamari DeVoe? She would get so drunk and just get belligerent. I think that she was she's like, let me get my feet back in the game. I still got it. Now what's up? I mean, she came in on that type of energy. The camera should have been rolling, if you ask me.
All right, ladies, y'all feel free to jump in.
Wake it up, Lisa Wu, because hell, Atlanta been boring for years, so they need some help over there. Bravo needs some help because the girls ain't been giving it, in my opinion. But I'll let everybody else speak.
I need to see the video again.
You know what? Wu came in and said, you know what? I'm going to do exactly what Kenya did, but y'all not going to see me taking these straight shots without anything to eat yet. So I know somebody in the party was like, I don't even think she ate. She just started just taking booze back. But go ahead.
You funny. I'm looking for the give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up the video.
All right. So listen here, if you're just now tuning in, we are discussing some hot topics. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Trey is giving us a run for our money, honey. Listen here, if you've ever went 5 miles over, Trey said, don't feel bad, child. But Shacarri was going 100.
All right. Y'all ready? Thank you. Okay, let's go. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. This is Lisa Wu after she reportedly acted a fool at the event, to which some people that were there felt like she was highly intoxicated, right? At this OG thing. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of footage. Thank goodness. So we're gonna build up to it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We're gonna build up to it. I just think it wasn't your moment. And I can't stand somebody that feel like what somebody else got going on. I'm gonna try to build. Your wave is your wave. And let me tell you how you know it wasn't your moment, whether Nene purposely overlooked you or not, because your response to it didn't elevate you. It made you look hateful, and it made you look it made you look like a hater, whether you're one or not. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. That was not the time to speak. That was not the time to stand up. You did that for you. Your ego got the best of you. And you probably won't be invited back. Because let's just be honest, since we talking our shit today. It ain't like Nene got there on her own accord. It wasn't like Bravo was sitting around the table one day and said, you know what? I wonder what Nene up to. They didn't. Pushing her name at the tables when Bravo had a hard no in place. It was the other women.
Mhm.
I said that to say, Lisa, you don't crap where you eat, because you may have just messed up your own opportunity. What other women may have been considering you was like, you know what, I ain't bringing her to shit, because if this is how she act when she don't get her way drunk or sober, baby, ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, you know what? I gotta say,
Huh?
I gotta say this. When it comes to like Lisa Wu, it did seem like, in the beginning, she had everything. And I believe, her finances were a little bit stronger than Nini's at the time. And it's just like, every girl has their time. Nini was, no matter what people say about her, she's a girl's girl. She wants everybody to win.
I
And
don't know
I
about
just
all
feel
that.
like, well, when she wants to be, and when it's feasible for the network. So even if I don't really care for you like that, if there's a business opportunity and I know, hey, you're in the same business, I'll still look out for the next girl. You get what I'm saying? We don't have to necessarily like each other, but we can get this bag together.
All right. Thank you, Tosa. All right, y'all. I'm finna breeze through here because I gotta get out of here and enjoy my vacation. Look, I'm gonna play just give you some quick clips of the cameo that Nene was able to make for the ultimate road trip. Here's one of them. Her and Portia are featured in a photo. They cut her head off. Here we go. Now it's Phaedra. Let me say something. Y'all Atlanta girls be doing the most with y'all outfits. I mean, y'all look good, but it's just the most. And that's Kyle. There go Kyle, Portia. I see Vicky Gunderson in the background. So this was their stop in Atlanta. There's other photos. Marlo Hampton was there looking a hot ass mess. Kim Zolciak was there. I don't want to see Kim on my screen at all. I don't give a damn if she is or was an OG, because her exit, I didn't like it. I thought it was disrespectful to Black women. And because she said, you wonder why nobody want to work with them. Okay, well, let's keep it that way. Keep it that way. She said, I'm the only one that will work with all these Black women. I don't want to see her back. This is Ashley, y'all. Did y'all know that? This is Ashley.
Yes. She looks
Ashley
good as a
creeps me out.
guy.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I said she looks good as a guy.
It's kind of creepy to me. She just needs to do what she gonna do instead of pretending. But look,
Yeah, I
this
just
is
want her to be a man.
I don't know who these people are. It kind of looks like Robin Dixon on the right.
That's Robin, and then that's one of the white ladies from SLC, Salt Lake.
Oh, that is Robin. Okay. So this is Drew. This is there go Marlo, y'all, on the left with half of her hair blonde. You see her?
Looking good.
Yeah, she's
Did she
looking
look
for a
good?
sponsor. Yeah, she's looked like she's dressed for the occasion, looking for a new sponsor, new photos.
I believe it
was
was
the
an alter ego party. The theme was alter ego.
Okay, then it's appropriate. Kim Zolciak, I'm good on her. I'm good on her. That's Lisa Wu. Obviously, there's some tension in this picture. Lisa's not getting what the rest of the girls are getting. Sheree, you know what? I want to see Sheree. Kim, we've had enough. And I just can't see her pulling anything that would just wow us on the screen. Keep Lisa, keep Sheree, keep Kim Zolciak. There they go. There go Kyle Richards. That's Drew. That's Nene.
But Queen, before you go to the next one, can you go back to that photo? Because if you look at everybody's face, look at Lisa's. She's like
right here.
zoned out to the
Camera.
to the other side. Yeah, that one. You see how like everybody's looking at the camera and she's kind of looking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Just her.
But see, and here's the thing, Nene had to share her moment with everybody else. That's bad enough, right? Because the way Bravo hyped it up is like it was going to be all about Nene, but it wasn't, and that's fine. You got to get it how you get it. Here go Lisa again. with Derek J. Kim Zolciak. Kim look good though. One thing about her, she gonna keep her surgery on call. That's Kim and Nene. I think Kim Zolciak and her daughters are users. I don't even like her daughter's relationship with Riley Burris. I think it's one of opportunity. I think Kim is broke and she's having to rob Peter to pay Paul. I think her daughters are vultures like she is. And now her daughter is conveniently best friends with Riley since she needs a place to stay in New York. But that's a whole other story. You get what I'm saying? So I think
Well,
she's taught
tell
her
Riley
daughters.
don't be making her no songs.
Well, I think she's conveniently taught her daughters how to take advantage of a situation. And Candy, that's when you're going to have to teach your daughter. No, we're not doing no fucking favors for some girl whose mom would not pay me. See, I would have been all in that business. No, you're not being roommates with her because her mom didn't pay me when I wrote that song for her. But okay, whatever.
And your mother is the reason why you broke, because your mama was spending all your money to buy wine and lottery tickets.
And run into the casino.
Look,
allegedly.
y'all look at yourself with this black wig.
Hold on, I heard that was
That's
Karen Clark's
Giselle.
spirit. Remember that
Red.
shit?
That's
Just
Ashley.
giving Diana Ross.
Yeah, that's just Ashley dressed like a man with her boobies out in these boots. Nene, that looks like Stacy. Candace. Who is this? Candace?
Yeah, that's Candace.
Misunderstood.
And then, okay. And this is them. That's go Luann, Kyle, Teresa Judice, Portia. Okay. Marlo. And then we have, who is this? I thought that was Ashley. That is Ashley, isn't it?
That's 50
Ashley.
Cent.
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
That's Cynthia?
Yeah, because
it's,
Ashley has on blue, right?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my God.
Cynthia. It's a
That is Cynthia. Oh my God.
the alter ego. Yeah.
Vicky, don't ever wear black hair like this. Girl, you look like Misery. Girl, it's giving Mother May I. It really is. So that's Vicky Gunderson. And then let's see who else we got. It was a lot of people there. Who is this guy?
That's Derek Blanks. Or I think that's his name.
Oh,
The,
okay. I
the
remember.
photographer. The alter ego photographer.
Yes, I remember that. Okay. Now here's the video. Let me hurry up and jump to the video. I was gonna play something about Kenya Moore, but I'm running out of time. So let me just get to the video. Y'all said y'all had to see it. Let's see. Hold on. Right here. Lisa Wu.
And turn up for the ladies.
They asked me 3 times. I have laughed disrespectfully.
Oh.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
If the show brought you all back, would you all go back and turn up for the ladies?
They asked me 3 times. I have laughed disrespectfully.
Oh.
No, but you know what? I'll go, but see, people bother me and they ruffle my feathers, and so I got to get with them, and they want to say like I was tipsy or something. No, you disrespected me, so I had to get with you. Okay, if she go, I'll go and I'll be her backup. Whoa.
No, we don't want neither one of you. How about that?
See, that's the part.
What part?
I can go shades, but I prefer hands. You see, so
Oh,
that's why exactly. It was an alter ego thing, and I was a ninja. That's what I'm saying. She's a ninja, and I'm a ninja.
They too old for that BS. So Nene responded. Nene said, desperate. AA. Please go heal, girl. She told her to go to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes, Lisa was tipsy, and I don't know why she continues to do this. I don't know, but yes, she pulled a Shamari DeVoe. I don't know. Lisa was the first to do it. Nah, Lisa was an OG. Lisa was there the first season, the first 2 seasons, by the way. So it was interesting that, she was acting up, child. She was yelling and screaming at Nene.
And I heard that Nene was paying her dust, child. You know, Nene had got on stage to thank everybody and to welcome everybody there. And, you know, she called, you know, a bunch of the Atlanta girls on stage. Okay. And, you know, Lisa Little. Okay. Maybe she ain't see her. I don't know. But she called everybody name, you know, one by one. She was thanking Portia, Phaedra, whoever, Kim, yada, yada, Sheree. And she didn't mention Lisa name. Lisa yelling from the audience, I know you fucking see me. I know you ain't fucking trying to throw. I know you lying. Okay, and I'm making. Yes, Lisa was. Fucking, I know you lying. Okay, and I'm making up what the actual verbiage that was said. Okay, I'm just saying she was yelling from the audience, pissed off because Nene didn't call her name. And then when she came up there on stage to take the picture, she wouldn't stop talking. She was still crazy. Nene, I know you saw me. Nene, girl, I know you ain't throw no shade at me. Nene, you saw me, girl. I was right there. And I don't know why you didn't say my name because I was there the first season too. I'm an OG. I don't know why you didn't say my name. And oh my God. I'm like, when I was hearing this, I was like, I know Lisa did not go up there and act a fool, child. I know Lisa did not get drunk and act a fool on them people's stage while they was taking pictures. Okay. Meanwhile, Nene was, you know, she was being, you know, taking her pictures with her crown, honey, adjusting her crown, getting her makeup touched up and everything, child. Like, girl, come on, girl, take this picture, child. Okay, I know you lying. Okay, and I'm.
Ooh, child, that's it. LaDawn, now what you think? That's it, child.
Yeah. She wrong. She's embarrassing. She embarrassed herself. That does look desperate, like attention, me. Yeah. That was a bad call. It was unnecessary. Not that way.
I agree.
Then she couldn't let it go. Maybe she was a little tipsy. Maybe that's the problem, allegedly.
I stand with Lisa. I was on the show with you. You know my name. You seen me. You knew I was here. Don't do that. Don't discard me and then bring all these other women up here. You need to call my name too.
You would disrupt a party like that?
I would too. Now you saw me. You saw me, Nene. Don't do that.
You really would?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Leave him alone, Queen. That's how who he is.
I'm a Capricorn. I don't really like public displays of.
I was about to say I'm a Capricorn too, and I wouldn't, and I'm a fighter, and I still wouldn't do it.
I would wait until after, and then I would talk bad about you behind your back.
Well, look, that's all we got. Thank you, everybody.
You forgot me, Queen. I'm over here.
Go ahead. Yeah, I see you on mute. I knew you was gonna get up in here. Go ahead, Tulsa.
You knew I was. Listen here. First of all, her and her friend are applying for the wrong show. I think they would be better off over at Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because I think that they like throw drinks. You know, they can get drunk and get belligerent and things like that. So, yeah. I don't want her back on there. She was very rude, nasty, and disgusting. And you know, if Nene decides to come back and join the cast, I don't want her up on there because she does have a drinking problem and she does, allegedly, and she does need to go to AA. If you're acting belligerent like this out in public spaces, no, just imagine how she would get on cash trips. You know, we're out of the country. No, ma'am. I'd be damned if you about to make me lay hands on you because you can't hold your liquor. I said what I said.
Yeah, and I was just tacky because my thing is you trying to take the spotlight. You already creating a moment, thinking that, ooh, this might be good. If I hoop and holler, maybe Bravo will get us back on and we got something going. Girl, that is so played out. We need you to catch up to 2026 where we are because you wouldn't even doing all that when you was on the show. That's horrible. You didn't have to try to get in there like that, especially with all them white folks around. You got all these other people from these different franchises. Sit down somewhere and act like you got some damn sense. So what? They didn't call you on a stage. You could have handled that like a pro, like a real housewife does. And with that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in to Saturday. I said what I said, and I said what I said.
Thank you, Queen.
Ciao, y'all. Have fun and be safe, Queen.
All right. Thank you, Queen, for having us. This was a great live. You guys make sure you share with your friends and bring somebody next time. Bye.